Moments ago, went through their usual pregame ritual, although there's nothing usual about a Game 7.
What time is it? Game time!
And welcome to Game 7, everybody.
Ooh, y'all better wake the fuck up. I know that.
I'm trying to see where y'all at.
We good.
Yes, sir. Man, doing this Frozen thing.
I know this shit ain't gonna buckle when I
The Frozen intro.
can hear you. Y'all can hear him?
I guess I'll just go to your face. He's still frozen.
Big Frozen. Y'all hear me though,
Big
right?
Frozen. I hear you.
Yeah, he said he couldn't hear me. I don't know. Come on, man, get together over there, boy. So how y'all feeling today? How y'all giving it up? How was y'all weekend?
Weekend was cool.
Shit, too fast, man.
Man, you ain't lying. For real.
It's already Monday tomorrow. What the hell?
Yep. It's the start of the good eating week, ain't it? All your healthy diets out the window, all that good stuff. All your money the day after. Gone.
Basically. I don't know what's wrong with his shit. Oh, there it goes.
That's how he kicks it off. He kicks off every episode like that.
It wouldn't be a Game 7 episode if De Niro didn't have technical difficulties.
For real.
How was your weekend, Santana?
Oh no, it was good. It was quiet.
Yeah.
For the most part, hanging out with the family, you know.
Good.
Regular weekend. Whoa.
Who let him in?
Whoa.
How did he get in? Wait a minute. He got a link. This happened.
How did you get in here? Did you not get a link?
I'm sorry. I'm one of the hosts of this show.
But I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I'm one of the hosts. Don't start. I'm in the mood. The mood.
She said, I got time.
Come on. I got nothing but time.
Well, then let's go, Miss Sabel. Kick it off then. How you feeling? Because apparently you in the mood. So what did he do this time that got you in the mood?
What did you do?
Why are you here?
Marcus, hold on. Whoa, Marcus. This time you chill.
Why are you here?
Listen, her whole vibe changed when she came in. She was chill. She was chill.
It's just gonna be
up and everything.
But I said nothing to her. As soon as she saw my face, it for some reason
0 to 100.
I don't understand. The face in that name. First off, let's address the name. Can we just start there?
Address the name.
Hey,
why?
Started off. Yeah, this is what I like.
Why? Because it's what I feel is necessary for me.
Dr. Stallion is what you feel is necessary. Okay, because that sounds like some low budget stripper name. I'm like, are we supposed to take you serious?
I'm so
Am I supposed to take you seriously with that name?
Energico.
I don't care how you take me because it's not for you.
Okay, well, is the whole world, whoever sees you, are they supposed to take this seriously? Let's take me out the mix because I can't be the only one who feels this way.
I mean, people are going to feel how they want to feel. Dr. Stallion is my identity. If they don't like it, they don't have to pay attention to it. But at the end of the day, it don't matter. And hold on, while I have a platform for a second, let me address a couple things. Because last week I wasn't here. You threw some. Marcus, I'm coming at you in a minute. I'm gonna start off. First, let's start off with De Niro. Because De Niro, a few times last week, had some things to say about Terrance. But you know what?
Okay, hold on. I just want to say you're coming on our show. So if you gonna shoot shots, you come in and shoot shots. I'm letting you know.
Birdman.
Do I need to rub my hands together for you to make sure I understand this is real?
Proceed.
Shoot. First off, De Niro.
Off so I can see.
I don't take it lightly. The fact that you decided to throw me in there last week. Every time Sabel had something to say, it was Terrance. Must have been Terrance. Marcus, you too. I heard you a couple times last week too, Marcus.
I need receipts.
Yeah.
Pause.
Receipts.
He got
Where's the
that
receipts?
Perfect example.
beef. Pause.
Sable was describing something about a man, and then Marcus, Terrance, you listening?
Hey,
That's
I was just making sure you was listening. What's wrong with that?
because number one,
Terrance, were you not in the comments making comments towards what we were talking about?
Do you not tap
wasn't.
when you got something?
Sometimes you be in the back of the class not listening, so I need to make sure that you listening.
First off, what she was referencing had to do with dudes talking to her. Let's set a record straight right now.
Are you not a dude who talks to me?
Not in the way you were referencing. Not once in my lifetime that I've
Wait a minute. Don't say not once. Come on.
Not once in my lifetime.
Okay.
Not once in my lifetime that I have known of you have I even slid you a good morning, beautiful. Hey, how you doing? None of that.
You know
not what? Oh, pull it up, please. Pull it up.
Okay,
pull
I will.
It up. If you got it, pull it up.
I will.
Go ahead.
He said great value.
I will.
Diggs.
Yeah, please.
Mr. Hale in the comments.
I will.
Please show me that, because I've never.
You don't remember me, you, and De Niro being in group chats about this podcast, and you hit me with the "Hey, beautiful." You should let me take you out for your birthday, beautiful. You don't remember that? You don't remember that?
I do not.
It's okay. I'll remind you. It's okay. I'll remind you.
No. See, this what you did last week.
No, it's okay. I'll remind you.
No. That's what you did last week. Because when they said, "Oh, show us the proof that this such happened," it was, I read them to show me the proof. Put the phone up. Let it say my name. Make them a comment, and then I will give you that. If you don't have that, then let it go.
Oh, I got it.
It's the LIG.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Screenshot.
You ain't got a screen. Put it up to the camera. You ain't got.
No, I'm gonna put it in the comments. So it's there permanently. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
I'm just sitting here waiting.
I just want to know when she screenshots this, what then?
Then I say, you know what? Fuck it. Okay.
But listen, what happens? No, it's no fuck it, because what happens is if she screenshots you and you just came on here 2 episodes saying that you're ready and you just said you didn't, you're now all credibility is lost. I did not. You did not have.
You should have just left it alone. You should have just.
Hey, this on some Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know who to believe.
Yeah, listen.
They both pretty confident. I don't know who to believe.
Listen, what I would tell you is,
I'm just waiting for the receipts because I don't know who to believe.
Let me.
Whoa.
What I would tell you is two things. Oh my
God. What'd he say?
Whoa. Turning my camera back on now.
Hold on.
Don't move it.
It's happy birthday, Sable. What we doing? Why you
That's not. That's
candles and bears.
Wait, it's back.
I need them in the comments.
But what we doing? Sable, where you trying to go? I got you. It don't matter.
Hold on.
It don't matter. Don't say you ain't never. I'm gonna scroll back. I'm gonna scroll back.
Scroll back, please, because me saying, "Oh, it's your birthday. What we doing?" That's not me saying, "Hey, beautiful, let me take you out."
Don't worry.
What it's saying?
Don't worry.
You said the candles and bears?
What we doing?
Listen, it's not looking good. It's not.
Listen, it's perception. If a guy saying what we doing to her means he's trying to get at her, I feel sorry for every dude that be in her comments, be in her DMs.
But you hold on, wait a minute. You said you have never talked to me. You said you not in my DMs. You said we have not had any conversations.
I said I've never seen your DMs on that hype. On that hype.
Stop.
Turn the AC up.
Stop.
On that hype.
Stop. You should stop. You should just stop. You should stop, and we should.
This is why the world is the way it is right now, because women have this thought.
No, because of niggas like you who want to be capping on the internet like they real big dog, but you really up in people's DMs. Leave me alone, Terrance. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
You was like, "Oh, what's you doing in here?" I said nothing to you. All I was gonna say, "What's up?" Good to see everybody. Before I even had a chance to speak,
so I'm gonna have to screen record.
Okay, here from this guy.
Okay.
My very existence bothers you for some reason.
Now that we got that out the way.
What's up, Marcus? How you doing?
Hey, you know what, man? It's wonderful. It's very entertaining. I'll just say,
wild, bro. We 9 minutes in. and Capaholics is back.
Capaholics mixtape.
Man, listen. Here's the thing. Let me just go ahead. We ain't even do no introduction. We got right to this. Let me just explain something.
We did.
If you go out of your way to tag her in any post, bro, and you do that. Let's keep it a buck. Like, even if you send it, so you go out of your way, and on the flip end, she doesn't go out of her way to tag you, even if it's a shot. That's already over there in your category. It's like you're searching for, you're asking for it. Then, if you come on and you say, I've never, in any way, shape, or form, and then she shows any proof that you kinda did, even if it's, that's another L in the column. Now, the last episode that you guys were on, it was like a week in preparation, and I think everybody on here can agree. You got on here, you got jab, uppercut it, my nigga. It was just not good. It was not looking good. Now. All I'm saying to you is sometimes it's called picking your battles.
I didn't come on here to battle. I came on here. I didn't even say good. I didn't even get to say hello.
I hear you. But what happens with energy?
You came on with a lot of venom, though.
Yeah, listen, y'all got
my heat honestly was for De Niro and Mark.
Let me address something really quick for Terrance. Let me address something with Terrance. Let me talk to Terrance. Look, I have no beef with you. I have no issue with you. However, you continuously seek me out to talk shit. We talked about energy, right? You keep throwing this energy, you keep poking the bear, and then all of a sudden you want to play victim when I bite.
I'm not just
all of it. No, hold on. I'm just saying. I got no problem with the playful banter. But what I'm gonna need you to do, but you gotta pick your battles. You gotta pick your battles. Don't pick battles. You've been picking battles with me all day. You're the Sagittarius shit. You've been going in. You've been seeking me out. You've been baiting me.
First off, I commented
on her. You put a hit out on her. Listen, hold on.
No.
Time. Listen, stop.
Yeah, say boy, hell, like I'm smoking on Dr. Stallion. Send him back to you.
No, and this is exactly why I gotta stop. Before I get into anything, before I go any further, my G, listen. Just off the strength. Nobody's gonna call you Dr. Stallion on here, dog.
I don't expect y'all to.
No. I'm talking about. Listen, I'm talking in general, because you came on here and you just admitted you came on here with that energy for me, my G, and I got to hit you with a little. I got to hit you with this.
Go ahead, dude. Go ahead.
Until such time as you release this porno that got you out here on Stallion status. Man,
wait, what?
Whoa,
wait, what?
That's a U-turn. The left turn is a left turn. It's a U-turn. Porno.
This is what he's saying.
Listen to what I'm saying.
This is what he's saying. Go ahead.
You have zero. She's punked you, dog. All that, like the doctor part is already tough, is what I'm saying. In order to be considered a doctor or add that on that self-proclaim, it's like playoff P. You got to show up in the playoffs, G.
You mean pandemic P?
There you go. So this is what happened. So now you have a history of getting knocked the fuck out by a light-skinned woman over here. And I'm just saying, it's your fault. It's your fault, dog. That's all I'm saying.
I didn't today. What happened last time I was on here, I would take that.
But you baited her. You baited her. This is my point. You baited her.
My face popped up. And she immediately went on 10.
Yeah,
because I've been waiting. I did.
Today, D, I did not warrant this. Listen. If she got some shit,
you started this morning with the Sagittarius shit with her. I synced it.
First off, let's just be real. I had no idea she was Sagittarius. When she put it out there and said Sagittarius, we did this. I said, you know what? You're absolutely right. That's how Sagittarius are. So. When I saw Sagittarius
for the record, I did that days ago, not this morning. Days ago.
I saw Sagittarius post come across this morning. I said, "Oh shit, this is funny." What I do? I posted and I said,
"No," because De Niro posted something and you said, "Oh, that's Sagittarius shit." And then I posted something else a couple days ago that said Sagittarius, and you commented on it. But okay, whatever.
I'm talking about the one I posted this morning.
Oh, you sent shots. That's all I'm saying. You kind of. This is my point. It's not that serious. I'm just saying you poked the bear a lot. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying, you're taking it a little personal and serious.
Can I say hi? Can I come on here and say hi and then let her go ahead and light me up? Can I say hi first?
But you can't say hi after you poke the bear, dog. You seen what happened with Gucci and Jeezy? You can't send a shot and a hit out on a nigga. They ain't gonna go up there and tell you fuck your dead homie, nigga.
Yeah, that was.
That's all I'm saying. There's no. We can do it up and have a party afterwards, but right now, in your face, fuck your dead homie.
No, you can't. No, I disagree.
Wait, that's how you feel?
I'll disagree with that.
That's how you feel?
I mean,
not you, De Niro, because you didn't kill my homie. Sabel apparently did. So that's how you feel.
Hit out on her is all I'm saying. She feels attacked, dog.
Is that true?
Listen. The reality of the situation is she got a certain energy she feel about you when your face popped up and your name was Dr. Stallion. Now, had you come up here and your name was Terrance, maybe it wouldn't have been as bad. It
would have been bad. It would have been bad.
But it was kind of like the double whammy. You know what I'm saying? Where it was like she already wasn't expecting to see you, and then you popped up with a Dr. Stallion, and then it was so a wrap after that. So that's what happened. You know, that's really the gist.
It's called triggered. It's called triggered.
Thank you. Okay, so it was a.
So rewind, start over. You might really want to consider issuing an apology, especially if you forward. Yes. Listen to me. If your platform has anything to do with you trying to be a Russell, you're failing miserable right now.
Yes, you can't be Dr. Stallion.
My platform is not that.
Right. Okay, so listen. You handle it how you want to handle it. I'm out of it. Hey, I'm getting these viewers up, my nigga. Do what you do. Hey, listen, I'm gonna let the comments speak, and they gonna tell you, so I don't come off as like a hater, because I'm your nigga. I ain't no hater, bro. I ain't no hater. I'm just telling you, if she's triggered 9 times out of 10, or in this case, 10 times out of 9.
Yeah. I just got a question. I got a question.
All right, go ahead.
No, for her, not you.
No. You got to, before you get into the question with her, you still got to come on here, because you came on here with some energy for me and Marcus, and we ain't done. I light your ass up.
All right, but you secondary. I want to deal with this first.
Secondary, nigga, it's my platform.
They light work of weight. Whoa.
You mean?
They the light work of weight, son.
Yeah, dude. What?
Whoa. Yeah,
the audacity. This nigga said I'm light work. The fuck out of here.
See, that's the energy I got for you right now, because you hit me a few times last week, and I was like, damn, I can't even defend myself.
You could have.
I could not at the time.
We tried to help you last week.
Man, we tried to help you now, and you're not listening. She's triggered.
I was trying to talk to her about the trigger. I was trying to talk to her about that. And you was like, nah, handle me first. Like, can I?
Pause.
Whoa.
Get out right now,
bro. You can't. These niggas is wild.
Listen, I want to know, because we ain't did none of the intros. My man Marcus is waiting.
No, I'm feeling, man. I'm enjoying the show. You know what I mean?
What's your issue with me?
Who, me?
Yes. What did I aim at you last week?
I already told you. You hit me. You had a few jabs when I wasn't on, and I was like, damn, like I can't even be on there to defend myself. In the moment, I was like, send the link. You was like, nah, fuck out of here.
What was
and then the jabs kept going.
What was the jab? What put you in your feelings? Admittedly, you were in your feelings. What put you in your feelings?
No, I'm not in my feelings. And I know it's all jokes. Ha ha he.
Man, listen.
You waited a week to address this? You and your feelings.
No,
I done told. Okay.
Fuck it all about. We 18 minutes in. I want to know what happened, man. How did I hurt you? You
didn't hurt me. First off, I already told you. You threw jabs. I wasn't here to defend it. And then when I tried to get on the podcast, I don't remember it verbatim. Okay,
that's not even a word.
That's not a word.
You know the word.
How you know verbatim?
I don't remember it vibrator.
I didn't say it was. Where's your mind at today?
Man, you just said it. We all heard you vibratum.
I didn't. I was trying to say verbatim. Whatever.
Vibranium.
I don't remember it. Vibranium.
Put that extra R in there. You know.
Thank you, Marcus.
Vibranium. I don't know what it is.
What did I say, G? For real.
No, real talk. I just told you. I don't remember it word for word. I don't remember.
You came on here without the ammo.
It was a few times because listen, I got a lot going on today. I had it all what I was gonna do, but then I've been going through a lot with these fake Braxton Hicks and fake labor pain and all this stuff. So like, it's been a wild night.
Oh, when you do?
Due January 3rd, but she is not trying to wait.
All right.
She is already like doing too much.
So knowing all that information that I know now, you was real irresponsible 2 weeks ago then.
Reckless. Speak on it.
Got your tongue? I mean, what?
No.
You think you might have stressed her? Let's talk about it. Are you a stressor?
Oh shit!
Are you getting on that woman's nerves, G? G, are you getting on that woman's nerves?
Nah, but I told you I've been gone all week, so I kind of came back and it was just kind of like, you know.
You came back and started?
Nah, I mean, what are you talking? I've been on my best behavior.
Fam, you don't know what best behavior looks like right now, bro. Sorry to tell you. Listen, I'm telling you to your face, bro. I'm talking about last week. You ain't had no chance to defend yourself. You out here looking light-skinned and a motherfucker right now, dog.
That's the biggest insult. I would have preferred you just call me a bitch.
Okay.
Well, he did without saying it.
Nah, it's two. No, there are two different levels. There's two different levels.
Everybody knows what that means.
All right, listen.
Everybody knows what that means.
What part of last week did Marcus piss you off? I know you know because you.
Nah, he didn't piss me off. I just told you when Sabel, you guys asked Sabel to describe her typical guy, and Marcus was like, "Terrance, you listening? Terrance, make sure you listen."
Right. I was trying to help you out because obviously it looks like you had slid in the DMs and it didn't work. So I was trying to help you out. Like, look, this is what she's looking for. The next time, basically take notes. If you messed up the first time, when you come back, you run it back. I'm just trying to give you the playbook. If you don't want the playbook, then don't get mad at me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sliding Sabel's DMs. I don't want Sabel. So I don't need to take notes on the kind of guy she wants.
Let me ask you a question. You don't got a baby. All right. You don't have a baby on your way. Let's keep it a buck on it. Because this is where your credibility is in absolute question. You don't have a baby on the way. You don't got a girl.
Hey, whoa.
Listen, I'm saying you don't got a girl. Sabel, say what's up, dog. What's up?
Don't even put him in that bag, D.
Don't even do it.
Don't even do it.
Do it. It's time to shine right here. Do it.
Don't even put him in that bag.
This is a handoff. This is your time to shine, dog.
Nah.
Let him do it. Hey, he got it. He's the doctor. He got it.
This play is not going to work. This is a
setup. This got set up by fall over. Don't bite. Don't bite.
Ask the question.
Setup. This is
Doc,
a setup.
Don't do it.
This your chance to right the wrongs. De Niro asking the question.
It's not right. It's not. Listen.
Right or wrong? Nah. You ain't tell it. Let it go. Let it go. Just don't even respond to it. Just let it move on. Don't even.
It's your chance to snap the infinity gauntlet.
Nah.
Giving it that infinity gauntlet right now. This your chance. Erase all that.
If you answer this question, there's only one answer you should be able to give.
Straight up. This the chance, man. From the
There's only
world.
one answer you should give if you answer this question.
Listen, forget it. We off this. I didn't even know we was coming with this today. God damn, how we get on this?
So I'm just saying. Like 2 weeks ago, there was only one answer you could give. You didn't give it.
Okay, all right, fine. Fuck it. Let's do it. I
said, come on,
do it. Put him on the big screen. There we go. Ask him. De Niro asked.
At the end of the day, De Niro not gonna move on from it. And so let's just
I didn't bring it up, nigga.
You just asked it. We wasn't even going that route.
Because you threw out, listen, but what happened was you threw it out like, fuck it. I ain't with the shits with it. It ain't what it is. And she's shown receipts, your credibility and everything. Listen, here's what it is. At the end of the day, we can come on here and we can cap it. We can keep it a buck. Some shit probably shouldn't have been on here. I'm going to just keep it real with you. Some shit I don't even know how we got here. You know what I'm saying? Because technically, the podcast was supposed to start with me, you, her. And this energy was there from the gate. I'm going to just keep it a buck. So I'm asking you what I'm asking you because you volunteered the information of saying it ain't that. I wouldn't. And I'm saying, forget all other shit. Forget all of this shit. You see her. It is what it is. All the playful banter and the rest of that. You not going?
Negative. No, I am not.
Damn gay.
No. I'm gonna tell you why I'm not. And I'm gonna just be real. And this is, like I said, this has nothing to do with who she is. What it is that me personally, I do not go for light-skinned girls.
What?
Because I'm a Sagittarius.
What?
No,
He got hurt by a light-skinned girl and he thinks I'm the devil.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
And this is because Terrance thinks I'm the devil.
No. Go ahead, Dinero. What was you about to say?
Girl light-skinned?
No.
She baby mama light-skinned? What is she? She like a Sable or something, right?
She's light-skinned, but she's darker than Sable.
Fam, get the fuck out of here.
I'm dead ass serious. Dead ass serious.
Wait, hold on.
Yo,
Yeah,
so wait.
Okay, let's say, okay, so your girl's Hispanic, right?
Oh my fucking God.
So, but she is, let's just say, for the sake of argument, she may be darker than Sable, but she's not dark, right?
What the fuck did you just
So
say?
she would be considered light-skinned if she was.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say when you look at her, you would not.
You don't like black girls that are light?
I don't.
But Mexican girls that are light are okay?
That's his preference.
Yeah.
That's his preference.
No, you can like Hispanic chicks.
Fam,
But your Mexican girl is light skinned though.
Marcus, ain't nobody talking to you no more.
Okay.
You had me for a second, but ain't nobody talking to you no more.
All right, okay. All right, I'm just
crazy.
I'm just trying to, as they say, make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Okay, I'm gonna be real. I have a Latin preference. That's just me.
Right.
Wild out here, Jay.
Why?
Hey, Terrance.
Wow, Jay.
Brazilian,
Terrance. Hold on, Terrance.
Yes.
I'm Latin.
I know you
I'm
are.
Brazilian.
Oh
so
my
you have a
God.
Latin
Whoa,
preference,
damn.
but you don't like. But because
I put the
I'm
bang.
light skinned, you don't like
Brazil.
me.
First
Ain't
off,
your girl light
I didn't
skinned?
even know you were straight just Brazilian. But anyway, my point is that with her skin complexion,
I'm
as
too light.
Is yes.
But how dark?
That's my preference.
How dark is your girl?
She's probably like a little bit lighter than Santana.
So would be considered light skinned.
Fam, let's see a picture. I just want to see a picture.
Do you
Put it
see?
up to the screen.
She's on.
I know I have. She look like me, but I'm saying put it up to the screen is all I'm saying.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Get in your business. It's not to get in your business. I'm trying to make it
No, I'm gonna say like
right now. Because right now you sound wild right now because
I would have much rather you said you didn't like me because I was the devil. You said because she light skinned.
And your girl light skinned.
And your girl light skinned. That doesn't make sense.
Make it make sense, as they say.
I just want to know.
Jay say he lost.
I'm lost.
We all lost. We are all lost.
We all lost. We really are all
And
lost.
why is it taking this long to find a picture of your girl?
Oh my God.
nah, no picture here. But just trying to find one that is.
Oh my God.
Like this your girl, this your
Without the light.
Oh my God. Y'all are hell, boy.
why are you taking this long, man?
Jesus Christ.
Like, I see you fiddling right on that. I see you fiddling
Hey,
that phone. I
Hey,
mean, this your girl, right?
after the show, Terrance, just don't come back on. Just don't come back on.
Wow. No, Terrance, listen, you are absolutely invited on, bro. You are absolutely, you're going to get my ratings through the roof. I just want to ask, do you not know that your daughter or son, or you having a daughter, right?
Yeah, girl.
She's light skinned, my nigga. Guaranteed.
That's my one fear.
That's
That's
your
your one fear.
Wait, what's wrong with? Hold on, let's get into this. What's your issue
man.
with light skin?
Listen, we're not gonna have the light skin.
Sign me off.
We're not gonna go through.
It's not a battle. No. It's not a battle. I'm genuinely curious. It has nothing to do with me. I'm genuinely curious to know what your issues are with light skin.
I'm genuinely interested to know why you think your baby not gonna be light skinned. That's what I'm interested in knowing. I'm trying to figure out when you have
Whoa. I didn't say I was gonna like my baby. I'm just saying.
But you said that's your biggest fear. When you decide to have a baby by a Latin woman, what did you think it was gonna look like?
The baby can be tan.
fam. You are wilding right now. I gotta
Okay.
I'm sorry. This is great. I love it.
You wilding right now, G. You wilding.
I love it.
You're wilding right now. You're wilding. You're wilding. G. Listen, if you could
screw the deformity,
right.
light skin.
What was you about to say? If I what?
I'm telling you, fam. You said you. All right, listen.
Oh, can we let him answer the question though? What's his issue with light-skinned people?
I will.
That's the part I want to hear.
I will. But I have to
shit.
get to the point. Nobody gassed you, G. I just want to. I'm gonna put out this. Nobody gassed you. Nobody hated you. None of that. I just made a valid point that you have a thing with light-skinned women, and your daughter is likely light-skinned, and you went on to say that is your biggest fear, and I have to know why, and what is your thing against light-skinned women?
I don't have a thing against light-skinned women. Honestly, my thing, and this is just coming from, it's not against light-skinned women. My thing, and I have cousins light-skinned, all the shit. Growing up in my childhood, the differences that were made in my family between us that are dark and us that are light have, and this is real shit, have honestly put me in a mind frame that sometimes
you are hurt. You're admitting you hurt.
Oh, I'm admit some shit happened growing up in life that shit was fucked up. To a child, like children should never have to be pit against each other based off skin complexion. Like,
but you're doing it.
I'm not.
You're doing it.
How? I'm not to a child.
You just said you don't want your child to be light skinned.
Started off talking about you have a preference in light skinned women. So if it's a dark skinned woman out there, you have a bias against them. You're not fucking with them and being the daughter thing. You're doing it. You're repeating the cycle.
Because I choose to talk to darker complexion people.
Fam,
everyone else obviously don't because you don't.
She's Mexican. Her bloodline, there's probably people lighter than me in her bloodline, which means your daughter might come out my complexion. That's your biggest fear.
None of her kids are your complexion, so I doubt my daughter. Because I doubt my daughter will have your complexion.
Okay,
but it's safe to say that your daughter's gonna be light skinned, bro. It's pretty safe to say that. It's pretty safe to say that when you decided to have a baby by a Mexican or Hispanic woman, that your baby is gonna be light skinned. So how was that your biggest fear when you decided to do that, knowing that fear is gonna be a reality?
I'm hoping
she ain't gonna be darker than you. She's not gonna be darker than you.
Nah,
she ain't gonna be your complexion.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. This is the point that we can get off because it really does. I'm gonna be honest. It feels like we're attacking you. We didn't plan this. This is not.
Yeah, listen, I do not feel attacked. I know what it is
out there. But here's where we're kind of trying to paint the picture for you, G. If your daughter's dark skinned, it sounds as though, and I'm just telling you what it sounds like, perception wise, that you're gonna love her a little more.
No, not even.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so listen to what I'm saying. So now, if you're listening to this as somebody that's on here, and you know I'm quick to throw the light skin, dark skin jokes. My son's light skin, my daughter's light skin. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have a problem with it. I make the jokes playful. That's actually the definition of playful banter. Now, I'm a whole sensitive ass nigga. Like I love on my son and stuff. I don't teach my son like bang bang, shoot. I don't have that preference the rest of that. But I'm also never gonna say because you're light skinned or I don't have a preference in this or whatever. That's kind of what we get at. It sounds as though you grew up and there was a preference between somebody and something else in your family, showed favoritism to this side of it, which jaded you, and now you're at a point where you don't fuck with light-skinned women. You're on record saying this. We've all heard you. You don't fuck with light-skinned women for your preference, but you have a whole light skin. Listen to what I'm saying. She may be a different descent. Light-skinned woman that you're having a baby with, and your daughter may be, in probability of it being high, like
very high.
And I will love my daughter, and I will treat her the same as if she came out my complexion. I hear what you're saying about how it sounds. That's not going to change the way I treat my daughter.
Right, but listen to this. If I said to you, I don't like white women, but I'm about to have a baby by a white woman, and I don't want my kid to be light skinned, how would that sound to you? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
You said you don't like white women, but you haven't baby by a white one. That automatically is that shot right there. So forget the whole nevertheless.
That's what you just told us though. But that's what you just told us. Like you don't like light skinned women, but your girl is light skinned and your baby's gonna be light skinned.
And if you want to preference that by saying light skinned black women, you're extra wild, my G, is what we're saying. You're extra wild. You're extra wild.
And you can prefer whatever you want to. I don't really care. Like I don't care what you like or what you don't like. I'm not here for that. I'm not here to say that. But what I am here to say is that when you say you don't like light skinned women, but your girl is light skinned, and then your biggest fear is having a light skinned kid, and your kid's gonna be light skinned, like that doesn't make any sense to me. Like it just doesn't.
So my biggest fear is having a light-skinned kid who grows up with that sense of entitlement that they are better just because they're lighter. So
they're taught that.
No,
they're taught that.
Some are taught.
So that can't be a real fear unless you teach your child that.
And I never will. And regardless,
then that shouldn't be that's not even a real fear. Then that's not a fear.
So what we're asking is, and we hear you. I get where you're trying to go with it. And what I'm saying to you is, if you have a conversation with your daughter, she's light skinned, and you tell her that your preference or the reason why you steered away from light-skinned women, or she comes across this on the internet, YouTube, whatever, listen to her daddy, and she hears you say that, you know, I don't fuck with light-skinned women. She's black, G. You're black, she's a light-skinned woman. Whether she has a little bit of whatever in her, whatever Sabel has, what, Brazil and black and what?
And white.
All right. So your daughter, regardless of how you want to phrase it, how you want to put it, is gonna someday maybe, if she's ever misses her daddy, mind you, there's room for growth. I don't want to condemn you. I'm not doing that or whatever. There's room for growth and learning. We all doing it. We have, you know, again, this wasn't planned, so I'm learning and I'm, you know, whatever. But to hear her father say he does not fuck with or prefer light-skinned women, and she's a light-skinned woman, is gonna create a stigma. Now, what you're teaching her and what she's learning is, whether you want to say she doesn't need to grow up with a stigma that she's better than or whatever, what you're teaching her by saying, I chose other than because y'all motherfuckers think y'all better than, is already a stigma. Love is love, G. That's exactly what we're trying to, right? But love,
and I understand that.
Okay, so prejudice is prejudice. And what you have is a prejudice. You have
I'm not even trying to take it there, though. I'm not even trying to take it. I'm not trying to go there with that. I'm just trying to figure out, like, why, if you don't like it, listen, everybody got their preference. I don't care. Everybody on here got their preference. Let's stop acting like we don't, like we do. Like, we like certain type of people, certain looks, certain whatever. Okay, so whatever it is, it may be certain body style, body types, certain, you know, races, whatever that may be. But the question is this. The question is this. If you don't like light-skinned women, period, but your girl is light-skinned, and your kid is gonna be light-skinned, that's the only thing I'm asking. Like, that makes no sense to me. Like, if you don't like light-skinned women, then don't date a light-skinned woman, whether she's Hispanic, whether she's black, no matter what she is. Like, you just don't date light-skinned women. Like, you don't date them. So that's my thing. So if you don't like light-skinned women, now, like D said, if you're trying to say I don't like light-skinned black women, then say that.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to say I don't like light-skinned women, and you're dating a light-skinned woman, and then you don't want to have light-skinned kids, you're gonna be light-skinned. So then that's why I don't care what your preference is, bro. Like, I really don't, because everybody has them. Like, let's be real about it. But if you have a preference and you're dating against your preference, that's where I'm lost.
Okay, so go ahead, Sabel.
So here's my thing, and I don't, because my family is very divided. We have those of us who are as light as me, and we have those who are darker than every one of y'all on here. I grew up in a household where light skin was pictured better than dark skin. Even my family in Brazil, if I go down there today, my sisters are darker than me. I would be looked at as better than them based on my complexion. My problem with this is, and this isn't an attack on you, Terrance, but this is something that a lot of people deal with, is that your preference is based off of, I don't want to say a hate, but it's not like, oh, I'm just not attracted. You have some resentment in your heart against light-skinned people based off of some trauma that you have. And this is where there's a lot of people who have this colorism issue based on what happens when they were kids, growing up, getting picked on for being dark or whatever it may be. But it's not just because you're not attracted. This comes from or stems from the fact that you had some issues growing up to where you just don't like light-skinned people in general. And so you associate a light-skinned woman with that shit. And this is where we need to have people got to start healing, because that's horrible. Because then you end up passing that down, even inadvertently. Even if you don't have a light-skinned daughter, you can pass that down to your kids, and then this whole cycle keeps going, where it's just dark and light.
It's not.
That's what we're trying to say. Is like how you're saying it is wild.
I know, and I heard you guys saying, but let me correct it, because in reality, I have a lot of families my mother's light skin. So, me personally, the reason I from a young age was not really dealing with light skinned women wasn't because I felt like, they're ugly and all. So, because I'm be real, there are some beautiful light skinned women out there. There are. However, for me, I paid more attention to darker skinned women. That was just me. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what I just start preferring to. And I
gotta see your girl, bro. I just have to. Like, this is just not making this. Like, everything that Sabel said, I agree with 100%. But I'm still on this. I just don't understand. Like, that may be how you feel, bro. But if your girl is light skinned, this is where I'm lost on this. Like, you're dating the exact thing you say you don't. That's not your preference. So I need to see a picture. Look,
I'm not racist. I hate black people.
You could send it to me later. But I'm assuming that your girl is not darker than you. You know what I'm saying?
No, she's not.
I'm assuming that. And she's lighter than me. She's lighter than me. So she's probably what I would consider light skinned. And I'm just tripping because I'm like, all the things that people said, all those things may be true. But again, it comes down to, you keep telling us that your preference is dark skinned women, but you don't date a dark skinned woman. Like, you date a light skinned woman. Now, so I'm trying to figure out, is your preference light-skinned black women or light-skinned women in general? Like what?
So I'm gonna tell you. Go ahead. I was just about to ask you. You just have never dated, or you just, if you come across a light-skinned woman, I know this is a loaded question because you're already in a relationship with light-skinned.
No, it's not, because
loaded. You don't think it's loaded, but it's loaded, bro. Listen,
you guys, but to her, I can tell you right now, she could sit right here and I'll answer this question.
No. When I say loaded, what I mean is, you are all right. So we're in America.
Mm-hmm.
If you said Trump was a racist, who doesn't he like? People of color. When you lump people of color together, who are they? Right now, you sound wild, and it's loaded because, again, if I sit back as a man and say, I don't like light-skinned women, and my daughter hears it, or even, your girl or whatever, your mother, whoever, or listen, just us as black people, hearing you say this is wild to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's wild because I'm asking you flat out, like, again, Marcus' preferences, we all have preferences. My preference is pussy. That's all I'm saying. If she fine, listen, she fine. You know what I'm saying? My preference is pussy. That's my preference. As long as you ain't coming with the what's that boy name? The gender. Y'all know.
Caitlyn Jenner.
There you go.
Bruce.
There you go, Bruce.
Bruce and Caitlyn.
So, his name Bruce. I ain't calling him.
His
mama called him Bruce. I'm calling him Bruce.
Exactly.
No,
so what I'm saying to you is you're allowed to have your preference. We're not killing you for that. Absolutely not killing you for that. But again, you can't then say Trump is not racist, but he hates, and then follow that by any other race other than white. He's racist. That's how you sound to us right now. Your girl, and we ain't seen the picture so right now she don't exist. I'm just saying.
Right.
But the fact that she is Hispanic, my G, and is light, she is a light-skinned woman. So you're saying you don't like black, light-skinned women, and you had all the time in the world that they'd a dark-skinned and impregnate a dark-skinned black woman,
and didn't do it.
You chose a light skin. It's just, that's all we saying. And again, 43 minutes in, bro. I swear,
damn, 43 minutes.
3 minutes in, and we ain't even got to the topics. G.
Hot in this bitch.
Like, it's like if I say I like, and let's flip it. Let's say if I say my preference is light skinned women, I mean light skinned women of any culture, like any complexion. Like it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the complexion. It don't matter if we flipping it. So for you to sit here and say that that's not your preference and that's a fear of yours, and it's one thing to say my fear is the mentality that she may have, but if you're not going to raise her that way, that shouldn't be a fear of yours. But if you're saying that's your fear to have a light-skinned child, and your preference is not to have a light-skinned woman, and you know you about to have both, and you have an option on who you date.
House, my G.
Like I just don't make it make sense to me. I'm trying to figure that out. That's all.
Okay, let's say this.
Rephrase.
I said it wrong. Yeah, I said it wrong.
Rephrase it.
My fear is that my daughter will grow up because let's just be real, it's not guaranteed.
Okay, why you dating a Latino girl? No, forget that. Okay, I'm not on your daughter anymore. Why are you dating a Hispanic chick if you don't like light-skinned women?
And if a light-skinned woman approaches you, what is your reaction? I gotta know that.
I just need to know why you dating this girl if you don't like light-skinned women.
Honestly, you know what? Honestly, Marcus, when I look at her, I don't see her as light-skinned when I look at her. Seriously.
Wow, bruh.
Listen.
Because she's not black. Because she's not black. Let's just say what it is. It's because she's not black.
Okay.
Right?
That has to be it.
Right? It's because she's not black?
It's you. If that's how you want to look at it, then I mean, but it had nothing to do with
No. Let him clarify. You gotta clarify.
Okay, hold on. It has nothing to do with her not being black. My preference in women, I'm not attracted to the light-skinned black woman. I'm not saying they're ugly.
No, that's fine. But you don't look. What we're saying is you don't look at your woman as light skinned because she's not black. Correct.
Wow.
No, that's fine. But even though she's Mexican, her complexion is light. Has nothing to do with her being black, Indian, Laos, Cambodian. I don't care. She is light complected, light skin.
Okay, I see what you guys are saying.
Yeah, listen, we're moving on.
We trying to let you out of this the whole time and just say, listen, just come on.
I mean, look, and I'm glad
you don't like light-skinned black women. That's what it comes down to.
I'm glad you guys said what you said to me because now I had a chance to really look at what I said. What I said didn't make no sense. You guys have opened up my eyes to ignorance within myself. And I'm going to just be real. Like I said, there's a lot of shit that happened to make me feel the way I feel. I'm not saying it's healthy. I'm not saying it's right.
It's definitely not healthy, G.
Yeah, I'm not saying it is.
And this is just me. You know, I don't really do.
No, you don't sugarcoat. You tell like it is.
I don't do the sidebar shit. Like I said, I'm not on here acting holier than thou, and none of this shit. And you know, it's wild, and that's why I asked you what I asked you. Like, I think it's kind of, and I'm gonna get off this subject and move on. But it's kind of wild to hear you say that if a light-skinned woman of color, of a black woman,
it's a black woman
approached you, you basically have a no-fly zone, like get the fuck out of my face from whatever. And we can get into why later because I mean that's deep.
Oh, this definitely needs to be an episode.
Yeah,
this definitely needs to be an episode.
But it's deep, and it's something you might have to reflect on because again, I never knew this about you. I mean, you probably didn't know about yourself, but just to think that that's a thing. That two women can be standing in front of you, one uglier than the other, the prettier one being the black woman that is light-skinned and the Hispanic woman that is light-skinned, same complexion, different descent, if you want to call it that, still women of color, and you would choose to dismiss the light-skinned woman over a childhood trauma. We got to get into that, bro. But we offer that. The reason why we really were talking about, because I see the comments saying getting off and everything, get off this and let you go or whatever. It's your preference. Your preference is your preference. That's not what we're attacking. I want people to understand that. If you don't like black women, you don't like black women. If you like, cool.
Whatever you like.
Like what you like, love what you love, fuck what you fuck. It ain't my dick. I don't give a fuck. But it's wild. Now, I just wanted you to understand you're gonna scar your daughter if you don't unlearn whatever it is that you were taught. You may not want her to grow up thinking she's privileged, just like some men don't want their sons to grow up soft or whatever, but what you teach them indirectly or directly is gonna affect them one way or another. You thinking that you don't want her to have special preference or think that she's better than others is gonna come out in some way, shape, or form, and you don't want to do that. That's why we're having a conversation. It ain't to kill you, it ain't to assassinate you or make you look bad, because again, we didn't come on for this. That's just being real with you. Like that is a wild thing to have, and you may not have ever known it before now.
And I didn't. And like I said, I appreciate it. This is my first child, as you know. So for me, it's a lot that I'm gonna learn raising her. Seriously. And you know, that's why I talk to you, because I know you have kids, you have daughters.
Right.
So talking to you definitely, even outside of the podcast shit, like me and you have conversations a lot. So, but I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, it's not healthy. I'm not perfect in no way, shape, or form. I don't want anyone to think that I'm trying to portray myself as perfect, you know.
No,
and
we ain't shit. I definitely.
Well, we know you ain't trying to do that. We know that.
Yeah, well, I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying?
Either way, Terrance, congratulations on your daughter. I'm sure she's gonna be beautiful.
We're gonna revisit this. But wow, who knew? I didn't know. We ain't even gonna get into y'all two no more. We off of that. Jeezy, man, what's up? Gucci, Jeezy reaction. Who won? Who lost? Takeaways. What we got?
Musically, Jeezy won. Just in battle, Gucci whooped Jeezy's ass in disrespect.
Oh, yeah.
Gucci is the first nigga in rap history to go to play all his diss records in front of the nigga he dissed his dead homie, and left standing.
With emphasis. Yeah.
So Jeezy won music-wise. There's no question about that. But Gucci was disrespectful as hell.
And because of that,
and it was expected.
Go ahead, D. You was about to say something.
Yeah, I was on record the week before saying that I think Jeezy's catalog speaks for itself, and you can pretty much put anybody in front of Jeezy. I was not familiar with Gucci's catalog. What I will say is a lot of people hype Gucci up, and I was ready to hear what Gucci brought, and it sounded like Gucci had an entire catalog of diss records towards a nigga. And that's cool. I understand it. You know, we'll get into more of how I feel personally about that beef and shit like that. But I didn't hear anything from Gucci that warranted a dub. That's just me. Not saying he don't make good music. That's not what I'm saying. I don't want people to think of that. But Jeezy is a tough guy to beat if you talking catalog. And he didn't even play half the dope ass songs that he could have played or whatever. So overall, dope ass battle. I'm glad it happened for one reason and one reason only. I feel like them niggas needed that little closure. I don't know their history like that. Never really followed it. As Sabel said, that nigga Gucci is the most disrespectful nigga I've ever seen in rap. But I get it. He needed to get that out. So, you know, I don't blame a nigga. If nigga send a hit out on you, want to end your life, and it don't work out, you got all right to hold on to that grudge. You got every fucking right in the world to sit back and be like, nigga, we can never be cool, nigga, because if it succeeded, I wouldn't be here. And you wanted me gone for whatever reason you wanted me gone, and you put money on my head for whatever reason you put money on my head, and here I am, I'm still standing. You couldn't get rid of me, fuck you, nigga, to your face. So that part of Gucci shit I respect. It's one thing for a nigga to have the energy in the studio and on track. It's a whole other thing for a nigga to come ready for whatever and say that shit to your face, even if it's 15 years later. Fuck you. Fuck the niggas you roll with. Fuck what you stand for. Fuck your mama. That nigga dead. If he was here, I'd kill him again. And all that other shit the nigga said. I respect it. And it didn't end in violence, so I have nothing negative to say about it.
Well, how could you say you respect it? You only saying you respect it because of the end result. Because by doing that, it could have easily ended in violence. So at that point, do you not respect it then? Like you gotta have, you can't, your reaction can't be result based.
No, my respect, no. My respect is if you have, it's not the ending. It's you said it in the studio and you said it to his face was what I respected.
So do we know the whole story behind this? Do we know the whole story?
I don't know.
So the story, the history behind it is Jeezy and Gucci had a working relationship. This is around the time they made So Icy. Gucci came in his feelings because he was trying to ride the wave of So Icy with his new music. Jeezy wouldn't come and perform. There was some issues with it. He felt like he was blocking. Basically, you stopping my money because you think you better than me type shit, right? Mm-hmm. So some shit happens. Jeezy ends up sending some people to Gucci's house out of self-defense. Gucci shoots. He ends up killing Jeezy's homeboy. It came out later that it was Jeezy's homeboy. Right. But like shit had happened and then my home gets broken into and it's your homeboy. Like now we got an issue. You couldn't come to me man to man. Now we have an issue. So that's what happened. It wasn't no gang banging shit and I'm writing diss record after diss record. It was we was supposed to be cool. Now we not cool because you're trying to stop my bag. Then you send niggas to my house because I got an attitude about it, and I killed your homeboy.
Oh, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I can get the context of it, and I'm glad you clarified it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, for a nigga to get in the studio, we see it all the time. A nigga to get in the studio is one thing. A nigga to extend his hand, even if it's 15 years later, and they both caught a bag off of this, views and everything else, popularity, you riding a wave. For you to come with that same energy, and we all saw it, we all watched the same battle. Gucci didn't just come with the energy as in performing it like we knew he would perform it. He came with do something. I meant it then. I absolutely put emphasis on it now, and it could go either way from this point on. But I'm doing this. This is how I felt, and I still feel it. That's the part of it that I say I respect. The part of it is, and mind you, we talking violence and shit like that. When I say I'm glad it didn't end in violence. That's the growth of both of them. But for me, fuck you, it is.
But it's not though, because the thing is that when
you know why it is, he may never have had the opportunity to say. Again, some niggas will try you. Let's keep it real. Look at Jay-Z and Nas, right? All the beef they had when Jay-Z signed Nas over, most people still looked at it as, even if Ether killed Jay-Z and was the better diss record, or Nas won the battle, however you want to put it, because some people they believe by Jay-Z signing Nas, he sunned him. And then you see going on success and everything else. You can talk the narrative, you can talk all them things. Jay-Z and Nas go on to do songs. Jay-Z did a song called Success on American Gangster with Nas, and when Nas was done rapping at the end of it, you can hear Jay-Z vocally say, and it sounds like a diss. You see Jay-Z on a lot of them songs say, Lucky Lefty, say hi to the wife, he's dissing Dame Dash. There's little shots and shit that niggas do that feel like and give them a one up on wax. And I'm saying Gucci could have done that. Jeezy could have done that. And Jeezy extending a hand to Gucci might have sounded like Gucci saying, nigga, I don't give a fuck about you. Let's get this bag. And I'm still signing you. I'm still rich. I'm still popular. I'm going to still beat you in a battle. So I don't really give a fuck about you, so on and so forth. And Gucci going into it may have said, I know I don't have the commercial success. I may not even have the hits that this nigga have. And I might not even perform the dope shit. But what I get an opportunity to do is, for the first time ever, I'm gonna let you fucking know that I ain't afraid of you. I don't give a fuck about you. And this is really how I feel. And you can take it in however you want to. So that's why I say growth, because at the end of the day, none of them had to do it. Gucci could have declined. Jeezy could have declined. They could have carried that shit on and kept it moving. They left the venue and went to the same venue with their guys in the location, and I ain't heard shit about nothing. And that's the only part I'm happy about. They can hate each other for life. They can diss each other after. That nigga call him Snow Cone. He can call him Lil Goo-Wop instead of Big Goo-Wop and everything else. And y'all ain't got to shake it up, piece it up, and be nothing. And shit, a month from now, a year from now, a nigga could put another hit out on them. And it be what I don't fucking know. Nigga die in a car crash, and niggas could say it could be, you know how niggas go. I'm just saying, realistically, let's not discredit what it is. At the end of the day, it's two black men that stood up there in a world where we just seen all these other niggas drop diss records and kill each other. And that shit ain't the way.
Right, but this is the thing, and this is where I'm at on this. This is your reaction and your feeling is solely based on the result of this. And this is why I'm saying this. It's because as I watched this, and maybe we just took it two different ways as I watched the battle as well. The way that Gucci came out, and from what Sabel said, he has his reason. Now I feel like there's got to be a reason other than me not showing up to perform Icy, that I would send a dude to your crib. Whether that's the right or wrong thing to do or not. But I don't know that, and I don't claim to know the ins and outs of this whole story, right? But the thing is, Gucci came with, and I'm not saying Gucci didn't have a right to feel the way that he did, but again, I don't know the whole story. But as you said, Gucci approached this as if, I'm going to play these diss records, and I'm going to talk to you disrespectfully, because I don't give a fuck what's going to happen. I don't. So when you come at it whereas, like, you don't care what the result is, and you almost inviting the result, like, even when he went to I got on the 10K outfit. Look at this fool. Like, he was trying to provoke him in every way he could. Hold on. Let me finish. He was trying to provoke him in every way that he could. And at that point, Jeezy was like, okay, hold up. Let's go ahead and kill that. Because everybody's following us, and that's when he went in his soliloquy about what's going on and what's happening right now. And listen, people are following our lead in what we do. That was 15 years ago. At this point, we need to squash it. We don't need to go down that road. But to me, it seemed like Gucci was like, yo, we can handle it any way you want to handle it. And I'm ready to handle it the way that I really want to handle it. But Jeezy wasn't trying to do that. So when we talk about growth, for me, I say, listen, there was growth in one person at the time, as the post was, and then maybe on camera. Hold on, can I finish? And then maybe on camera, Gucci was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and squash it because it may not be the time or place, and we can go ahead and roll it like we need to. At the end of the day, it makes more sense for us to be alive and to make money. But in the moment, the way Gucci approached Jeezy and the way he came after Jeezy, I don't believe at any point in time he was like, yo, this can ride anyway, and I'm ready to roll any way you want to roll.
So just what I'm saying, right? I do a podcast. I do music. I'm out of my business. I'm damn near fucking Heathcliff Huxtable, minus the Bill Cosby pills and shit. I can get on here every day and be cool and laugh. That's just my MO. You probably cooler than the fucking fan too. That's just your MO. Now, I don't go out of my way, and I'm never gonna go out of my way to beef with nobody. It ain't a fucking person on this planet that's gonna make me get out of my body. Whether I like you, agree with you, or you got beef, or you said something about me or not, you're not gonna get me out of my body. Now, whatever beef they got, they both clearly knew. And the internet knew. The internet made memes before it even happened, and Gucci posted one of them. When Gucci plays this song, this is how Jeezy gonna react. So Jeezy had time to concoct a strategy. He was even mentally prepared that this nigga could do this. It was always a possibility. I'm not saying I'm not giving him credit, but you knew going into it what it was, and you kind of knew the energy that was gonna be in the room, and you kind of knew we were gonna both get a bag and what was what. Jeezy and Gucci even goes on to say, I only agreed to this because I get to talk my shit and you wasn't gonna stop that. So all right, cool. Growth is growth. Here's my thing. You can say what you want to say about me on the internet. You can do that. You can say what you want to say to me, in my face, and I have a choice. I can go out here and be the nicest nigga in the world. I can even listen to a nigga provoke me and so on and so forth. At the end of the day, it's my choice to sit back and react to it, especially if I know what they say, keep your enemies close, right? You hear you want to do something, I guarantee you Jeezy was prepared. I'm sure DJs was prepared. I'm sure their shit was late because niggas had to get patted down. It was security. There's no way that event happened on Apple Music and everything else, especially given how late it was. The niggas didn't get some sort of reprimand or security or something. Motherfuckers was prepared. Now, afterwards, do what you want to do. I just feel like, judging by the situation, listen. You come on here if I invite you on my show and you say what you want to say, and I know you're going to have a disagreement with me. Cool. You have to live like a dose. And I'm ready for whatever you got to say, especially if I already know the issue. How I react, whether that be monetarily, fucking up my bag, fucking up my image, fucking up this whole event, I'm prepared for it. I don't need to react. I think Jeezy took the high road for a few reasons. One, I put it out on you. My dead partner dead because, I think that's part of it. I don't agree with you disrespecting him, but as a hitter, as a gangster, as a thug, as a whatever you want to, that's part of the game. Gucci got the best of you on that one. Gucci gonna talk his shit. I feel like both parties knew what it was. And what I'm saying to you is, take me for a joke if you want to. Play with me if you want to. Joke, get your shit off, pop your shit. At the end of the day, if you ain't affecting my money, and that's 15 years ago, and I got a better career, and I got all the rest, I got every incentive to say, get your bucket.
But that's your growth, D. That's your growth. Like, if you invite me on your listen, when you're trying to say that both do show, like, if you invite me on your podcast, like when you did, and let's say that you and I, we don't, but we had never had, but let's just say for the sake of argument, that you and I had beef from back in the day, right? From back in our high school days. We had
on here popping your shit.
Yeah, right. So back in high school, so you invite me on the show, and I'm coming here just going ham, and I'm trying to provoke you in any kind of way that I can. Not only with my diss records, but with shit that we've been through a long time ago. Hell, I'm talking about your hoodie. I'm talking about your do-rag. I'm talking about your headphones. Hold on. I'm trying to do all that, right? What's that? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I'm saying that's my point. Is for Jeezy, it was a win-win. I'm gonna beat you in records, and if you come on here,
but that's not our debate. That's not our debate, though. Don't say
look good. Me
that's not our debate.
For me, either way.
Right, but that's not our debate.
Right. So as for you, and this is what I'm saying, for you, the win comes from either A, you're going to think you're going to expose.
We're not talking about wins and losses, though. You keep moving the goalposts. Like, well, we're not talking about that. No, we're not. We're saying we're sitting here saying that when you sit right, you're talking about the growth and you're talking about your respect. And I keep saying your respect is results driven. Because if I come on your show and you have growth and you want to show that growth, then yeah, that growth is the win for you. But if I didn't want to handle it like that, okay, and I was ready to pop it off and go any kind of way it went, and it did go the other way, then why would I respect that? Then it's like, why did you come on the show? Why did you come to a Verzuz to basically start up the same shit we had 15 years ago, and then we got into it again?
Here's the thing.
Can I ask Marcus something real quick?
Showed growth because one dude was the mature dude, and one dude showed growth, and one dude didn't want to throw gasoline on the fire and didn't want to set the whole damn place on fire. That's why the results ended up the way they did, and that's where our respect is coming from. But had it happened the other way, where we sit up here and be like, yo, we respect it because it's like, yo, Gucci, you know the situation. So if you're gonna come on here to do that, then come on Verzuz and do that.
Here's the thing. Let's keep it a buck. Let's take it back. If you are on record dissing a nigga as a thug, gangster, your energy is posted. Let's just get to the shit, right? If Gucci Mane spent 10, 15 years dissing a nigga, I already don't respect you because if something happens to Jeezy, you think you ain't the first nigga I'm looking for? So I don't respect that anyway. So the growth to me is just you got your shit off. You got an opportunity that you may not have had before. You said your shit that you got, and let's keep it real. We seen the internet. Some people really feel that the disrespect and the fact that he got up there and was able to pop his shit was a dub for him, and he exposed Jeezy. He was tough. He's street. I've never listened to Gucci music. I've never heard none of them records. So even as somebody spectating and watching it, I can't help but respect the fact that you weren't a bitch saying this shit in the studio, and when presented the opportunity, you folded.
But if he didn't play those diss records, though, you would like. This is the thing. If he didn't play those diss records and he played his actual records that was trying to do a Verzuz battle, because that's why we here, I wouldn't think of him any less. The reality of the situation is this: is that Gucci came in here to play those diss records because A, his catalog isn't that long, but B, he came in there to basically go at Jeezy the way he wanted to go at Jeezy. And he also didn't care about the result because he kept provoking Jeezy. And right. Jeezy was a dude who took the higher road and was like, no, we're not going to do that here. We're not going to do it. It's not happening. Now, my thing is this. Had Jeezy took the bait, as Gucci Mane's plan was, when you start talking about this man's clothing, like, you know you're trying to go there. Like, you know that's where you're going.
My nigga is what I'm saying.
But had he taken the bait, had he taken the bait though? Had he taken the bait?
Let me interject a little bit. Hey, let me interject a little bit.
I'm not saying that, but that's not what I'm saying. I get that. I understand Santana. I understand that, and that's why I said I understand that. That's why I said I'm not saying that I don't understand where Gucci's animosity is coming from. I'm not saying that.
Higher road. What I'm saying is, as a higher road. What I'm saying to you is, as a higher road, it's easy to take a higher road if at the end of the day you put a hit out on a nigga and it failed.
But that's not our debate though. We understand where the mindsets come from. We get that. I understand that. We're not debating that. I understand where Jeezy's mindset's coming from and where Gucci's coming from. What I'm saying though is that your respect is results driven. If you can't, even though I put a hit out on you, if that's the case, if I put a hit out on you and you came on the Verzuz,
what I'm saying to you is Gucci's biggest
again.
Right. What I'm saying to you is Gucci's biggest flex.
That's not happening.
Gucci's biggest flex going into this is I'm a fucking live 15 years later after you put a hit out on me. Is what I'm saying.
We're not.
Hey, look, y'all
music is not.
Y'all bet on each other, bro. Look,
right.
Real quick interjection, bro. Real quick interjection. I keep seeing. Jeezy was grown and all this shit. So using y'all example, y'all didn't have beef. But let's say y'all had beef or whatever before Marcus came on the pod. And then you poke Marcus, yo, don't bring the clone you, nigga. Bring the old you. And then the old nigga shows up. And then now it's a problem.
But fuck all that.
He poked him a little. Like, it's already beef. But fuck Jeezy all that. Poked him a little bit, yo, going on there.
Listen, forget the poking. If my hit succeeds, you're not there. All I have to do is stand on that stage if you put a hit out on me 15 years later, and your money's grown since. You've learned from your mistakes. I've dissed you. I've kept going. You ain't tried me again. I'm still alive, nigga. At the end of the day, I don't have to beat you. And I'm just talking street talk in life in general. As a nigga with money and all the shit that you're talking about, you tried to end me. Me standing on the stage is enough to sit back and say, nigga, I don't give a fuck what you thought. Listen, the U.S. tries to sit back and stop you and quiet you, and you sit back and you hold a whole fucking press conference on Fox News and CNN. Nigga, that's a flex. And I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying none of it. What I'm saying is Gucci's catalog was never going to stand up to Jeezy. Jeezy extended any invitation to this nigga was sunning him, period. Whether if Jeezy would have said, hey, Gucci, let's do a song together. And Gucci got on that song and that he didn't say shit to Jeezy, forget the verses. He ain't say nothing to Jeezy. All that sounds like to me is that any given time Jeezy or Gucci can be bought. If it's all about money, if it's all about what I can do and I own you and I can put 10 bands on your hand, or I could give you 100 G's and you shut the fuck up, or if I can get you to fuck with me, you lost. I own you. That's where the Jay-Z and Nas shit comes in. Yeah, you might have beat me, but here it is. And I'm not saying growth is not getting past it. What I'm saying is for Gucci, Gucci's win is I stood on this stage. Yeah, I got a different mentality than you, but I've survived 15 to 20 fucking years of you not fucking with me. You trying to ban me from getting money. I got that. You trying to kill me. I stopped that. And I'm here. I ain't afraid of you. Let's take all the hood shit away. Gee, if you sat back and you talk down on me in any given capacity, if you talk down on me, if you wish the worst on me, family member, friend, or otherwise, and I sat back and I survived all these years, and I'm a fucking survivor, and I fucking made it, nigga, I'm gonna talk my shit. That's all I'm saying. I don't disagree with that though. Okay, this is the thing. I don't disagree with that. Okay, I don't disagree with anything you just said. My question to you is this though: with Gucci provoking and getting on the stage the way that he did, and trying to make some shit pop off. Not saying he don't have reason. Okay, not saying he don't have reason. But if he succeeded in trying to get this shit to pop off the way that it did, then how much respect are we giving? We're gonna be like, you know what? This was not the time or place for any of this shit. That's what we're gonna be on this. Right.
But let's just hold on. Wait a minute. Let's just be honest. The only reason
you could have just shot the fucking venue up.
The only reason why Gucci was on there is because of their beef. It's not because Gucci has a catalog. Gucci got some dope records, but he's on there because of the beef. And for me, I feel like if Gucci, he was provoking, I feel like it was for entertainment value. Because if he really felt in his heart like, fuck you, I'm not letting this go, at the end, they wouldn't have squashed it.
Here's the thing. I know
they wouldn't have squashed it.
This nigga's pocket all night.
Hey, if you put a hit on my head, if you put a hit out on me, if it's fuck me or whatever, and I know exactly what I can agree to the terms, I know exactly where you're gonna be, and I don't shoot that bitch up, that's growth. Facts. You really tried to end me. That's all I'm saying. You really tried to end me. I don't give a fuck if you got a bulletproof, whatever, and all the rest of that. The fact that, bro, it's not easy. I don't care what you're talking about as far as music. Fuck the music. Fuck everything else. Bam. My daughters, my son, my life, where I am, this house, the rest of that doesn't happen if you succeed in that.
None of us disagree with that. None of us disagree with that.
That's what I'm saying. The fact that you walked off the stage, and mind you, listen, what we agree is I have every right to say what I have to say to you to your face, my nigga, because for whatever reason, I feel like I've never been able to. You ain't done no shows with me. You don't want to do this. You don't want to see me, so on and so forth. But I'm still street at the end of the day. And even if I'm not street, I'm standing here, a living fucking testimony to the fact that you could not stop my money. You couldn't end my life, nigga. It's still fuck you. And I still have the growth to know not only that you're going to be at, what was the club? Magic City? Was it Magic City?
Yeah, there's a Magic City.
I know the time. I know the date. I know where you at. I know where you going to be. It with no shots fired. And after that, I know where the after party is. And we seen who Gucci had on the side. If all it ends in is me shaking up my niggas and said I got that shit off on the side, damn. I consider that growth. Because as a young nigga, as a goofy nigga, a nigga that don't know his future, as a nigga that's not married, as a nigga that don't have ventures, fam, I can air this bitch out just off of being angry, and you see it every fucking day. Nigga punched the nigga. What's the boy name that died not too long ago?
Vaughn.
Punched the nigga in his face and ended in shots. The other nigga was on the expressway. The other nigga dropped a song, FBG, whatever, dropped a song and the nigga shot him up. This nigga, Nipsey, told the nigga, get the fuck away from me. I don't really fuck with you. We heard you snitching. The nigga came back and shot him. It's easy to sit back and say that acting off impulse, or whether you provoking them or not, poke the bear, fam, I can air this bitch out.
Listen,
that's all I'm saying.
I don't disagree with. Listen, I don't disagree with anything you're saying as far as how Gucci should feel in his mindset. I don't disagree with that. Like, I agree with you 100% on that. And I also agree that, hell, if you try to end my life and I decided to do this show, I could really come on this motherfucker and do exactly whatever the fuck I want to do.
Absolutely.
Because, nigga, you couldn't kill me, and I'm still here.
And you reached out to me because
So we got the same feeling when it comes on that, okay? My thing is this, though. Knowing that, and knowing that I could come on here with this heat, had Jeezy taken the bait, and I get it, like Jeezy, listen, if I was Gucci, I can't say I wouldn't have felt the same way I did the same shit. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't beat you with catalog. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit you some other way. And I still got some animosity towards this other shit. At the end of the day, you try to kill me, Joe. Like, you try to kill me. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. I understand that. Like, there's no doubt. What I'm saying is this, though. Knowing what we know, and I don't know the full story behind all this stuff, and knowing that Gucci came on there saying, listen, I'm gonna pop that thing and talk that thing, and obviously Jeezy had to know he was gonna do it. He had to know.
100.
But had the result ended differently, because I'm gonna tell you, and you watched it, and you know, Joe, Gucci wasn't playing. Like he was like, Joe, this thing could go wherever you want to do.
Absolutely.
It was basically like, you know what? I just need you to make a move so I can go ahead and do this.
Absolutely.
I need you to. Like, because I really want you to, and I need you to. So I'm gonna throw something out at you, so you please do it, because I've been want to do it for 15 years.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I get that. So when Gucci was doing that, my thing is this: had it ended in a different manner, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like I said, I'm not saying Gucci shouldn't have came on there feeling that way. But had it ended in a different manner, then where we go? Because it could have easily done so. Because Gucci was on that. I really need you to step to me real quick. Because
so let's put it in another perspective. If we on a football field or basketball, and we're in the playoffs, and I provoke you, forget Twitter and everything else is beefing if I don't like you, whatever, and you the best player on your team, you the money maker, you the shot block, and you have the opportunity to stand in front of me and drop buckets and get the W, or smack me in my face like you said you would do on Twitter, and you smack me in my face and you suspended or kicked out, or you ejected or kicked out of the league, and I go on to win the championship and I get money, etc., etc., etc. You had a choice. Or you could go ahead and get that W, or you can beat me. And that's what I'm saying with Gucci is Gucci absolutely had an opportunity, whether he's provoking him or not. He had an opportunity to be hood. He was ghetto. Let's not get it twisted. He was ghetto. He was street. I'm not saying he was, proper or, the growth in the sense of, I know where you're going. I guess what we see it different. Is that I feel like if he wanted it to pop off that way, it just didn't get there. And you feel like he had a chance to take it further, and he didn't do so. So I think that's where our difference is. That's what I'm saying is I think the perception is he let you know that I'm really with the shits. But what I'm saying is, as a nigga that ain't really for talking, if I really wanted it to pop off, nigga, it would be no talk. That's what I'm saying. Yes, he might have.
No, I get where you're going with it.
That's it.
I get where you're going.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, if I really were like provoking a nigga to fight, squabble, or push the beef further, or keep it going past this point and not really get closure, like, let's say you're in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, and you fucked up. At some point, you get to a point where you say, you know what, I got to prove myself to you, and I got to show you. And, it was easy for Jeezy to take the high road. Because, again,
Of course.
Yeah,
that's not our debate. We know
right.
that.
So again, that's all I'm saying is as growth, yes, I agree 1000%. Gucci was ready for whatever scenario, and he probably provoked them and really wanted to pop off. But I'm saying I don't think from the Instagram post or the initial shit that Gucci was going into this thinking I'm out catalog this nigga. I
Of course not.
I think he went to say, the last thing I want is for a nigga to say, Jeezy to say, let's keep it a buck. Jeezy to say, I extended it, to Gucci, and Gucci didn't want to take it, which makes Gucci look a certain way.
Right.
And then Gucci getting up there and performing hits that ain't got shit to do with Gucci. To do with Jeezy. Jeezy walks away and say, that nigga ain't say that shit in front of me. Where was their energy? So I think Gucci absolutely did what he needed to do as far as maintaining his image. He didn't walk away with an L, because nobody really, some people, I've seen him, but nobody really thought that he was gonna have more commercial hits, or he
didn't have a chance as far as musically.
Right.
There was no chance.
So if I decline, I look like I'm ducking you. If I go and I don't perform them, I look like I'm ducking you. But if I go and I hold that energy, I walk in and I walk out with the same energy and whatever hood status and everything else that I have held up for the past 20 years, and that's a win to me. And that's why I say growth, because at the end of the day, I never thought the nigga stood a chance. I still don't know who can stand in front of Jeezy and go round for round, hit for hit. That's tough.
No, I agree. I think that where you coming from is you like, yo, if he really wanted it to pop off, it would have popped off. And I come from the standpoint that, listen, he was down for it to pop off, but if he was down for it, he was gonna poke the bear a little bit. If it popped off. He wasn't gonna go in and just shoot up the joint, but as I say, he was ready to rumble. So my thing was that because of how it ended, like, we could be thankful because of how it ended, but at the same time, and like I said, I'm not mad at Gucci for feeling this way. What I know is true. What Sabel just told me, I'm feeling the same way.
So here's the thing. So you saying results based. Now here's the thing for me, right? Here's the thing for me. If I'm Gucci and I'm not beating him in music, and I don't have the history of features and all the rest of that outside of Lil Wayne, or rest of that, I don't got Jay-Z, I don't got Kanye, none of that, right? If I don't have the success, if I don't have him Atlanta, so on and so forth, right? If I walk away and you put a hit out on me and I'm a street nigga and I walk into this battle and I give you exactly what the fuck you want or whatever the case is, I still kind of walk away with that thing. So, that statue of I'm a real nigga, because let's keep it a buck. Like, it's niggas out there that said, he said he got a 10, look at my opponent, he got a 10K outfit on and the jewelry and he poking them. They really consider that a win. It's niggas out there that really do believe that hype. And all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, you can call it what you want to, you can judge it how you want to. I think Jeezy and him walked away the same way they walked in. I don't know if it's closure. I don't know if you commend it. I don't know what you want to do or how you want to do it. Me personally, I just say, shit, nigga, it's a step in the right fucking direction, because y'all did do an after party together. Y'all still was in the same spot together. Y'all still from the same city. And Jeezy walked away with his Asian wife and everything else. And
what that got to do with it?
Oh my God.
I'm saying,
what does his wife being Asian got to do with anything?
He's just talking about his preference, Marcus. It's just about his preference.
Okay,
I'm saying his preference is what it is, because we're gonna kill Dr. Stallion. We gonna
ain't nothing wrong with him. What's wrong with him having an Asian wife?
Listen,
it's his preference, D. Don't get on the man about his preference.
Right, yeah. But if I'm gonna keep it consistent with preference and everything else, the man has his preferences, and he owns his real estate and his properties, and he's doing things the corporate way, corporate thugging, if you will. And he got Freddie Gibbs and all these other niggas aiming at him, and supposedly BMF ain't fucking with him, and so on and so forth. He gets to maintain that corporate America status and go on to suburban America,
the same way T.I. did. But go ahead.
Right.
What's wrong with that? But what's wrong with that?
It's not that there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, hold on.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it's a win-win, because then Gucci goes on and maintains his hood status.
At the end of the day, it's a win-win for everybody. At the end of the day, it's a win-win for everybody.
That's why I say growth.
You know what I'm saying?
Cleared the air, ain't nobody died. Win.
Right, but my levels of how I feel about everything is gonna come in no matter, what the results are. So am I happy that nobody died? We all good. Everybody gonna go back to their life and do all that. I'm thankful for that.
Yes.
I'm thankful for that. I'm just saying that it could have easily went the other way. Like, one party obviously wanted it to go the other way, had their reasons to. The other party didn't want it to go that way. They have their reasons as well, and it didn't go that way, and that's good. But the energy was there.
Have you ever watched Godfather?
The energy was there. Hold up, the energy was there. The energy was there for it to go the other way. But we're gonna keep beating the dead horse, so let's move on. To be honest,
it's not beating the dead horse. But I'm saying that you saying the energy could have went either way, and so on and so on. One up, clearly wanted. And what I'm saying to you is, there's no way Jeezy walked into that situation not knowing the possibility.
Of course.
Right. So
not.
I think either way, and that's what I'm saying. If I invited you on a podcast and I thought,
if you knew you weren't trying to go there, and I was trying to go there, but you knew you can control that. You control that.
I'm not. That's my point. Is I'm never gonna say I'm gonna. What I'm saying is I'm gonna have an apron on, and
you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good.
I have a fucking spatula in my hand, and I'm gonna portray this Dr. Huxtable, Heathcliff, corporate America, father, suburban thing, all to you. And the whole time I got niggas on the roof ready to fucking kill you, and niggas in your hood ready to snitch on you. It doesn't matter what I portray. If I extend my hand to you knowing that we got beef, I'm probably prepared, especially
of course. But we're not talking about, we're just saying how the whole environment went down. I mean, of course we know he had to have been, and I agree with you on that. We agreed on that. He had to have been. But we're talking about the whole environment.
That was my point. That's my point is at the end of the day, typically the nigga that don't really portray that, like the nigga that wolf and the nigga that's always talking about I'm gonna shoot you is probably not gonna shoot you. We know it for battle rap and everything else. And if you do, nigga, you the prime suspect. So that criminal mind state of 1670 diss records and I'm gonna come on here and pop this shit. Yes, I may be ready, but the nigga that sits back and said, okay. Yeah. Typically he got some shit up his sleeve. That's all I'm saying.
The bottom line is this: for me, how I took the whole battle is this: from the jump, musically, it was a no contest, and it was always going to be a no contest with Jeezy and Gucci. Okay, as far as how everything went, I think that people needed to see what happened, whether they knew the situation or not, because I didn't know. Like, I didn't know what went down. Like, I didn't know the story. I honestly didn't know anything until Sabel just told us what she told us. Like, I didn't know the ins and outs of the story. So for me, when I saw Gucci's energy and how he was coming at him, I'm like, oh, he's trying to pop off. So the way that Jeezy handled that situation, I felt like a lot of people needed to see that and hear that. Even though I read the comments and people still wasn't feeling it. But I think our culture needed to hear and feel that and say, listen, bruh, that was 15 years ago. Whatever the case may be. Now, you try to kill me, I ain't never forgetting that. I don't give a damn if it's 15, 20, 25, 35. I don't care. Yeah, but I understand, like, I think people need to see that, like, listen, we making money right now. We doing a whole lot of stuff that a lot of people can't do. We're trying to grow. So, like, you still on the same shit we was on 15, 20 years ago. We need to be off of that. So I felt it was a powerful message. Oh, he's trying to pop off. Huh? What's up?
Go ahead. That was you. That was your voice. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. So I was like, I felt like that was a good message for people to hear and people to see, even though now I know the kind of the background behind it. Like, I get where Gucci was coming from. But I still felt like it was good for people to see that because, bruh, to be honest with you, Joe, it's like, I said, I don't know King Von. I don't know any of his records. I don't know any of that stuff. But our community and what's going on when it comes to the hip-hop game is happening too often. It's happening too often. And at some point in time, you're right, D, we have to grow. We have to grow and let it go. You know what I'm saying? Because the mindset of the eye for an eye and not letting stuff go is why we still in the same circle that we have it now. So for dudes to say, listen, we can grow from this 15 years ago. I can extend my hand to you here. You can come on. We can do this. We can do icy at the end of it. We can go to the club and do that. At the end of the day, it is a dub for everybody involved. Now, musically, it just it was going to be a no contest from the jump.
Yeah, and that's just my point. At the end of the day, we can go through this all, a million and one times in a million different scenarios. The bottom line is, if 50 Cent and Ja Rule decided to squash it today and go on tour because they both have hits, it's gonna sell out. And that's just growth. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to like each other in the, back there, and they can perform their records, they can do all them things. But the fact that buzz and them comments and stuff revolve around it, some niggas issue and some niggas go on to sit back. Shit. I mean, let's keep it real. Like, whether them niggas could make money together or build up Atlanta or Georgia or whatever, I certainly believe they can. Shit, we applaud Nipsey Hussle for being able to talk to a guy like what's the boy name? Fuck Donald Trump.
YG.
Blood and Crip, right? we applaud shit like that, and you know, we could talk about gangs and blood and crip and the history all day, but at the end of the day, it's certain individuals out there that growth is in the form of, fam, we might be from different shits and we might have had our disagreements and our hood might have killed different, you know, shits and got a history, but let's make this bread, let's do this, so on and so forth. And that's just kind of what I'm looking at, and that's the end all be all for me. At the end of the day, you don't have to, you're like, we're gonna host this party, we're gonna do all these things. And mind you, I don't know what kind of party we're having in COVID, which is another story, but we can host these things, we can be in the same venue, we can do all these things, but you know, at the end of the day, some shit is bigger than and will forever be bigger than our beef. We can put our differences aside, and that's the only thing that I'm saying. I think Gucci was absolutely ready. I think Jeezy was absolutely ready. I think the DJs, I think the lowest person in there, cameraman, and I seen the jokes, the cameraman. They said they had a cameraman meme going around. The cameraman had a camera and it was an AK. And I felt that. Cause I mean, shit, you just don't know what go off. But the jokes come with some form of reality and perspective. If you're in that building and you know the history, and granted, I didn't know the history, Sabel knew the history, we didn't really know the history. But if you're in the building and you knew the possibility was there, even at the lowest form, even if the venue host and everything else, or the spectators, I think the spectators at home knew the possibility of some shit popping off. So I know they knew. The growth is they walked away. And that was all I'm saying. There was no way the nigga was going to beat Jeezy. We knew Gucci was going to get some shit off. I didn't know that nigga had that many records. And you seen Jeezy even tried to poke him. Gucci said, I ain't never heard that before. Oh, I'm going to keep popping. Like, they was going back and forth. So take it how you want to. Shit, we don't even know. Sometimes it be a nigga in the background that you recognize that most niggas don't recognize, that you don't understand. Sometime down the line, it's like the Black Godfather or the Hitter or some shit that shit, Gucci got 16 niggas on the side and Jeezy got one nigga with him that you know you can't, Jay Prince, you can't touch him. It's a subliminal message. Sometimes we don't know. And that's all I'm saying. At the end of the day.
No, I agree with you on the growth though. I agree with you on the growth though. I think where I disagree with you, or I should say I shouldn't say disagree, but where I was kind of 50-50 on a comment that you made was about the respect you have for, I guess, the respect of I'm gonna come on here and dish you and try to provoke you type thing. I don't know how I feel about that, but I agree with you on this, is that I agree that there was growth because everybody walked away, everybody lived, everybody was making money, and everybody went home and walked away. But at the same time, like, why I'm 50-50 on this is because I'm just gonna be honest about it. On the respect thing is because if you tried to kill me, I ain't never letting that shit go.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm just not.
Absolutely.
I think what the message that left that day was that you don't have to let it go, because Gucci clearly didn't let it go.
He didn't let it go. Yeah.
He's not letting shit go. But
I ain't forgot.
You're allowed to be in your feelings. You're allowed to feel how you feel. You're allowed to hold on to that shit. But the message that everyone should have left with is don't act on it anymore. It's been 15 years. We're done.
Listen,
we're done.
So listen,
can you really put a time limit on it though? It's not
a time limit. But regardless, I don't care. Just stop.
Because I'm gonna just be real. Because hold on, D. Let me say this. Because there's people who then took out my homies and have made songs about it. These niggas can't come in front of me and rap those songs at all.
All right, so stop.
No, I'm just saying.
No, stop. No, because you're going into my point, and this is what I'm saying. Here's my point. Not knowing your history, not knowing all them things, and the fact that you said what you just said, right? I'm from a hood. Everybody from a hood. Everybody got homies, you know, so diss records, so on and so forth. Here's the thing. King Von dead. He can come back. Regardless of how you want to look at it in the street shit, what's that other dude, Mo, Nipsey, everybody else, all that hood shit it's not, you can't applaud it. And then at the end of the day, niggas got kids to go home to. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry, fam, but listen, if you telling me right here again, and you digging yourself over because you saying it, if you telling me that a nigga can't come around you because of beef that happened with you and your homies and perform a song and you don't go home to your unborn daughter over some shit that happened, whenever it happened, and the love that you have, fam, I'm gonna look at you and I'm the nigga that's gonna say chill. It's not fucking worth it. And that's why I get that and I respect around you. And that's what I'm saying. Fam, listen, that hood shit sound good.
No, and it's not. listen, I'm in no way, shape, or form coming up here saying I'm the hood. No, I'm not.
You just said it.
I just said there's a form of what I will and will not. I'm not gonna say. Okay, what I'm saying is on a respect level, like you did what you did, cool, whatever. Go ahead, brag, do your shit. Don't come in front of me doing that. Not necessarily say that's hood shit.
Okay, so what you gonna do if the nigga performed the track in front of you? You gonna hit him and let him shoot you like he shot your homie? You're not gonna go home.
I'm not answering a question on this podcast.
Listen, right, exactly. You're not gonna say it. So again, that goes back to what I said about the diss records. A nigga talking ain't really about that. So again, the other scenario is you go out there and you check him or you fight him and you knew he was there, he knew you was there, and your dead homie's your dead homie, and you may have feelings for it. Everything that you built, everything that you worked for, and the fact that this nigga's still free and it feels some kind of way on you, and you got an unborn daughter that you need to raise, a kid you need to be there for, and you've already said on this podcast alone, you're raising 3 other kids and you're a leader and leading by example. Here's the thing. You decide to act on that knowing the environment. You went there. And there's other people around. Let's take it a step further. Martin Luther King died for all of us. Malcolm X died for all of us. Huey P. Newton died for all of us. Different movements, but let's keep it a fucking buck. The reason why I don't talk politics so much lately is niggas don't give a fuck what you did for them, fam. They gonna take care of themselves first. You might think you doing the right thing for a dead homie or, you know, your culture, your city and everything else. Who gonna take care of your kids? Who the fuck taking care of Nipsey's store? Who the fuck taking care of Nipsey Plaza? Who the fuck taking care of that block? Fam, that shit ain't cool. And they take a nigga to tell you, fam, you gonna give your life up for principle? And then your family and shit like that. Like, listen, man, you gonna hit him? You gonna hit a nigga? He gonna kill you. You gonna keep the cycle going? They gonna shoot you. Either you gonna shoot them or they gonna shoot you. But at the end of the day, the only person losing is you. You in jail talking about what you did? It's motherfuckers right now saying King Von shouldn't have hit him, or his niggas shouldn't have did this, or his niggas ran off with this, and they ain't gonna take care of his baby mama, and you know, all this, it's all the stories and shit like that, and we seen it. At the end of the day, when that cycle breaks of you being a moneymaker, or you being a real nigga within your shit, and them followers is following you and all the rest of that shit, there ain't nobody doing nothing else.
True, but okay, but also in reverse of that, when I say ain't nobody finna do that song, ain't nobody finna do those songs in front of me, number one, me personally, if I know you don't like my people, my cousins, my family, me personally, I'm not even finna be in the same fucking venue as you. That's just
you can. It's growth. That's what we was talking about.
Listen, okay, okay. There's growth, but then there's also common sense.
There's a difference between being in the same room as somebody and becoming friends with that person. Absolutely. If we're doing business and we're in the same room or we happen to be in the same vicinity, growth is I don't react on my emotions from what the fuck just happened. Absolutely. Growth is I'm gonna stay in my corner, you're gonna stay in your corner, we're gonna go through the night, and then we're gonna go the fuck home. What's not growth is fuck that nigga because he shot my cousin, I'm finna go handle this situation. That doesn't mean you're best friends. You don't have to be best friends with that person. So what Jeezy and Gucci showed is we could be in the same room. We don't even have to be homies after this. Yes, I did what I did. Yes, you did what you did. This happened. Cool. We're not going to push it any further. We don't have to be best friends, but we're not going to push it any further. And that's the point. That's where the cycle has to end. It's definitely respect because, yeah, you might feel disrespected because somebody might have died and that person wrote a diss record about it, right? You feel disrespected. You feel some type of way about it, and you are entitled to feel some type of way about it. The problem is we got to stop acting on the shit because now I done killed your homie because you done made the diss record. Now you gonna go and retaliate against me. The cycle keeps going. Lives are lost unnecessarily. And just like you said, you got kids. So let's just say this did happen and you acted on it. You went up, you trying to throw hands, this nigga shoots you and kills you. Who's taking care of your kids? You done left 4 kids and your girl without you.
And for what?
Because of some shit you could have just left alone. Now, if someone comes up to you and they starting some shit and you self-defense, that's a completely different scenario. But what we're talking about is people going up with the energy of, fuck you, I'm not over it, I'm gonna keep this going.
You know what happens?
Growth is saying, I'm not doing that.
You know, and this is a way lighter subject than putting hits out and killing niggas. But we know what happens in the NBA and NFL every day is a nigga talk shit about a team, and then the team trades them, and then they teammates, and they win the championship, and so on and so forth. What Jeezy and him showed to the, you know, and I guess what Jeezy was trying to portray is guys like King Von, Mo, Nipsey, so on and so forth. You can disagree, fam. You can disagree. You ain't gotta like it. You ain't gotta end it. And mind you, that's why I said what I said to Marcus before is the growth in Jeezy is, fam, if you succeeded, you wouldn't be saying this. I'd be dead. But the cycle is, fam, that mentality of thinking that I have to retaliate. And I'm not necessarily talking about the people that's hurt, or whatever the case. Gucci had every right to kill that nigga Jeezy. Fam, you tried to hit me. Every fucking right. But we finna get this bag. I got a wife to go home to. My career is better than it's ever been. I'm finna get a bag off of this shit. People about to be talking about me. I'm dropping an album tomorrow. You know, it's a such thing as what they say, letting bygones be bygones, or whatever the case is, however, or agreeing to disagreeing, whatever. Again, we're not having this conversation if Jesus succeeds in a hit. And I'm okay with that. I've admitted that. That's a thing. That's a real thing. Same shit if whatever happened with Nipsey happened, that nigga goes to jail, Nipsey out in the street. Nipsey drops a whole fucking album, and 50 is a prime example. 50 had a hit put out on him, shot 9 times or whatever the fuck he was shot, survived, made a whole album, and the nigga went on to say he got hit like I got hit, but he ain't fucking breathing. He still capitalized, but if he ain't here, we don't hear that. Either way, my point is you make a bag and you make the most out of the situation. If Gucci walks away, and Gucci did walk away, he made a bag off the situation. He's become a living legend. He eats, and he don't necessarily got to thank Jeezy for it, but that street cred and everything else, shit, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I'm going to stand here right in front of you with the same fucking energy, and I'm going to walk away. But don't get it twisted. There's niggas behind me that don't know no fucking better, that's ready to send this bitch up. Now, whether or not I send that, whether or not we do it, and Jeezy got longer money too, and he knew, again, that's why I feel like that's the growth now. Nobody's here to argue nothing. I'm just here to tell you flat the fuck out. King Von survives that hit. Nipsey survives that hit. Tupac survives that hit. We've heard Tupac factually survive a hit in the shit he popped off on record. We've heard it. First off, fuck your clip. You know what I mean? Like the nigga had whole albums, you know, letting you niggas know that you tried to kill me, got shot 5 times and survived some. You're gonna you're gonna change. You're gonna feel some kind of way. You're gonna evolve. There's gonna be some growth. And at the end of the day, he made a bag, and his fame became more like 50 and everybody else off of the street cred. And Gucci probably received the same kind of shit. They move. I'm on stage. I'm doing what I'm doing. We gone. Now I said it to Jay-Z. Your man stabbed and make you take the blame. It's certain shit that will never be friends. But do I want my life to end? Is Jay-Z who Jay-Z is if he goes to jail? Is Nas who he is if he retaliates? You know what I'm saying? If but you know what though? But when you say that, and that's why I'm glad that, you know, as we've been talking about this the whole time, is that I'm glad that what happened on Verzuz, because I think we got to see the transformation from all ends of it. Like, now that I know the backstory, we understand where Gucci was coming from. Like, we understand his mentality, and we understand the venom that he had. At the same time, we also understand where Jeezy was coming from. The simple fact that we got to see both of them kind of come at each other the way that they should have come at each other, and then come out the end of it and say, listen, at the end of the day, like you said, there was growth. And at the end of the day, to say, listen, I feel the way I feel about you, and I should feel that way. And that's why I did come at you that way. And you feel the way you feel about me, and you trying to squash this because you're right. At the end of the day, none of us win if we both did. And now we can both walk away as black men, as black entertainers, and as role models to these young kids, because what he was saying about like King Von and Mo and all these cats is like, listen, they follow us. They follow our beefs. They hear our beefs. And if we're going to continue to beef at something that happened 15 years ago, that's what we showing these cats. So if we can come together and we can say, listen, I know where you're coming from and you have every right to. And I know where I'm coming from. And that's why I'm coming from the space that I'm coming from. And I'm trying to squash it. And we can move on and make money as black men and black entertainers and black people together if we want to do this. And
that's the message we're trying to send. So I thought it was important to see everything from the whole landscape of what we saw. And almost now that I think about it and what we've been talking about, it almost had to happen that way so we can see every lens and see every angle from where it comes from. You know, because when we think about like a King Von and we see that video and it's like, all right, you've been involved in a lot of things. You've been rapping about a lot of things, but at the end of the day, you running up on this dude to be tough and a whooping dude was not worth your life. It just wasn't. Right. Like whatever that beef was, whatever that was,
block, nigga.
Huh?
Not for no fucking block. That's what I'm saying.
It's not worth your life. So,
because you don't like old block. Bro, I made a couple records towards you and we got a history. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like my man said on video, fam, we watched it. He didn't pull a strap. He didn't tell a nigga to shoot. He threw hands only for other niggas to be ready to end his life. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, man, fam, listen, to watch niggas get up there and say, fam, you tried to take my life, but I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna get my shit off. I'm gonna pop my shit and we're gonna go on about our business. We ain't friends. We ain't none of that. You know what it is. I know what it is. We moving on. And again, Jeezy had every right to get up
everybody did from that angle.
Now the younger generation knows, fam, it's another way to walk away from this.
It's shit. Another way. I think that's the biggest takeaway from that, because if you know this too, as you get a sports analogy, you know, if you're not ready to receive the coaching, then it's never going to happen. So if our society is ready to receive and understand what happened, then we can move forward. But if we're not, like, you know what I'm saying, and we want to keep going back to that way of thinking of an eye for an eye, like you saying, Terrance, is like, oh, if you play this wrong, it's that same eye for an eye mentality. Is that okay? But that cycle never ends until we want it. And the only way, and the eye mentality ends in one way, only ends in death.
So listen,
you know, that's it.
So Brandon's in the comment. Brandon Lee Fletcher's in the comments, says, fuck that, I ain't living paranoid. Here's the thing, bro. You're absolutely right. Nigga put a bag on your head, so on and so forth. But here's the thing. If a nigga put a bag on your head, you gonna make 3 albums dissing the nigga and plotting out and letting niggas know that you mad and you gonna kill him? At that point, don't get married. At that point, don't fuck a bag. At that point, fuck notoriety, fuck all the rest of this shit. Fam, why talk like with the famous line, real G's moving silence like lasagna. Fam, mafia and everything else ain't gonna get on the news and tell you I'm gonna hit you. If you got that much animosity and you feel that way, just do it. Fucking Nike, nigga. That's my point. If we keeping it music, we keeping it street, and you ain't stopped my bag, and I'm standing up here as living proof that, nigga, you couldn't fucking stop me, and I'm still successful. That's the biggest flex ever. You tried to put money on my fucking head, nigga, and end me. 15 fucking years later, you can't stop me, and they love me, nigga. I don't have to kill you. You gotta live with that. It's a different perspective, and mind you, the right thing to do, or the equal or opposite reaction, is to kill you because you tried to kill me. But that ain't always the fucking way. Count of Monte Cristo, one of my favorite movies. You tried to off me, you tried to end me, you tried to lock me away. You was jealous, you was mad, whatever the fucking case was. But I got my fucking revenge in the best way possible. I learned, I got stronger, everything else, and here I am. And I'm gonna get my fucking revenge slowly. I think that's what Gucci kind of came from, in the hood way, nigga. I'm standing on the stage as a nigga you tried to end 15 fucking years ago, and your money long now, and you still can't stop me. I was never gonna beat you with the catalog, but you looking at a ghost, nigga. And I don't know Gucci. This is not me capping for a nigga that I'm a fan of. I don't know that nigga. I don't know him. I don't listen to the music. I've never downloaded it. I'm just telling you that if I invite you on a fucking show, and I got shit to live for, and mind you, I don't care. I don't know how many people have had a brush with death, but nigga, if I'm almost dead and I know the possibility of death is there, I'm not saying you don't fear it, but at the end of the day, you count your fucking days and you blessed. Every day after the day that you're supposed to die is a fucking blessing, dog. I was able to make music, money, and everything else on a day that I should be fucking dead. Whether you go to jail or not, I was supposed to not be here. I'm here. Successful. The nigga in the best shape of his life, whether you call him a clone or whatever the fucking case is, that nigga's in shape. The nigga was fat. Fam, that's gotta be a good feeling. I don't care how you cut it.
And I think that, like, I don't know if Brandon was here. I don't know if he was here the whole podcast, but like, you know what I'm saying? Because obviously the comments, no, we agree with Gucci's energy and his mindset. Like, we don't disagree with that whatsoever. And because of the things that D just highlighted, you know, moving forward. But we also got to understand that to move forward and to grow as a community and as Black people, as Black men, as entertainers, that had to happen, and it had to happen the way that it happened. You know, now that doesn't mean that I don't walk away out of this room feeling the exact same way I walked in this motherfucker. Right. And that don't mean that. Absolutely. And that don't mean that every day I got to talk myself out of doing something that I really want to do. And then at some point in time, there are more things important. Me being here and my life being here to the people that I love and are important to are more important than me settling that beef. But I can still feel the same way that I need to feel about it. Right. So we get all that, but that's why it had to happen the way it happened. And I'm glad that it did happen now that I kind of know the background, because like I said, at the time I didn't, because I don't listen to Gucci music like that. You know what I'm saying? Me either. I've never listened to him. But as you said, I mean, every day for everybody's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? The simple fact that Gucci sat there and they said, listen, I should have been dead 15 years ago. But what I'm here, and as you said, I didn't even look at it from this standpoint, DT, you said it, but it's like, you invited me on this show, you seeing a ghost, bro. Fam. I ain't supposed to be here. You know the rating. You got to look me in the eye every day. You got to look me in the eye every day on this stage. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter. It don't matter what music you got. It don't matter what music we playing.
Fam, you tried to stop my bread. You tried to end
you tried to stop me, bro. You tried to stop me. So the simple fact that, like,
today you need me on
we here. No, I agree with that. I agree with 100%.
You need me. Like, you had T.I., you could have had 50, you could have you knew factually the same nigga you tried to end is the only nigga that's gonna get you these ratings, and you gotta stand here and look at me. And that's why I said, again, understand what I'm saying. I don't know this nigga. I've never listened to Gucci. But standing there, I can't help but respect the motherfucker that says, fam, I had every reason not to be here. I had every reason to just walk away. I had every reason to get revenge. Nigga, I'm some shit. Be honest, the nigga in better shape than Gucci. I'm not gonna compare their wives. I'm making money. I'm getting my jokes off. I'm popping my shit. It's fuck you in every way.
You're not gonna compare wives? Why not? Why not?
Oh God.
I mean, we might as well. You know what I'm saying? We might as well compare the wives. I mean, we didn't talk about everything else. We know what Terrance don't like. We know what Terrance don't like.
This nigga on here with yarmulke, man. We don't care what the nigga talking about, man.
We know that Terrance don't like Jeezy wife. You know, because
he don't like Jeezy wife or Gucci wife.
Like women.
Which one you hate worse, Terrance?
Probably Gucci wife.
Don't answer that.
She black.
Don't answer. Now, what's the question?
We still ain't seen his girl. He still
ain't found a picture of his girl.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Marcus, you told me to send it to you after this.
No, we told you to post it. We told you to send it up. We got
okay. It's simple. She's on my Facebook, all on my Instagram. You can see her clearly.
And she's light skinned.
We're not getting back.
And she's light skinned, but
we're not getting back on.
Hold on. What's your Instagram name?
Hey, listen, man. Let's talk about.
No. He asked a question.
Hey, Marcus, you can't never add nobody on my Instagram, fam. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. I'm not letting nobody I know add you, nigga. Fuck out of here. Or Santana, old hey auntie ass, nigga. Fuck out of here.
Hey, leave me out of y'all shenanigans, bro.
Nah, Santana, you can put her. Hey, not D. You go ahead, compare the wives though, D. I want to hear this.
There's no comparison to wife. I mean, you like what you like, you love what you love. She make you better, cool. And I feel like both of them niggas got women that make them better. Gucci is clearly a better nigga after prison than with his wife. I think her name is Kior or whatever. He's got a business. She do what she do. He's clearly
she was making moves.
Sure, exactly.
Keisha held his ass down.
She was making moves.
Keisha Kior?
Yep.
Absolutely a woman. Nick, listen, if a man get out of jail, he get his teeth fixed, he calms himself down, he get in shape, so on and so forth. Hey, you can't help. Listen, you laughing, but I'm dead serious. A woman that lifts you up and a woman that builds you up and stops you. Because come on, man. You a better man if a woman lifts you and she start talking real estate, businesses and everything else. We ain't heard shit bad about Gucci since he been out, other than he's a clone. So much so that people said he was a clone.
Yeah, that's the shit I was talking about when I said Jeezy hit him and say don't send your clone. Like, so you know what time it was.
Fam, if a motherfucker tell me I'm a clone because I'm a different man because of the woman and the person I am next to me, you know, nigga, that's a compliment. I bettered myself. And Jeezy on the other end, people are sitting back Googling what he got and the businesses he got and the woman that he loves. Nigga got a podcast and so on and so forth. Nigga, we ain't in the streets no more. If I own half of
niggas weird, yo.
Yeah, listen, we ain't even gonna get into weird.
Fuck that. I'm just saying, y'all niggas is weirdos. I'm saying,
Niggas is weird.
y'all niggas on the internet is weirdos, yo. I see y'all. I ain't gonna name y'all. Y'all niggas weird.
Wait. Go ahead, Marcus.
I'm on Terrance's Instagram right now, and there was not a whole bunch of pictures of
She lighty light. What up?
Now I see one picture, and I'm
Lighty light.
assuming this
What's
is her.
happening?
I'm assuming this is her.
The one in the purple.
The welcome baby, the Savannah one. Yeah, that's your girl.
Yes.
Right? Or no? That's your girl.
First off, if she holding up, if we at the baby shower together, yeah, I'm.
I mean, how many pictures you taking of her? I mean, you only take one picture, right? I mean.
Hey, you scared somebody gonna take your girl, Terrance? You don't want to post her? You scared
Whoa.
if you get on the internet and you know what I'm saying?
Okay, what?
Listen,
What?
a lot of people have fears that once they post them, the bullshit starts.
Okay.
Nah.
It's a general question. I'm not asking you.
So
No. I have no
general question.
I don't have that fear. Most of the time, she's posted. It's like on my stories and shit. As far as like actual posts on the thing, like nah. But most of the time, it's like me and her together. What's that?
You love her? You getting married?
Yes, we're getting married. 2022.
Okay, so look, I'm assuming this is her, right? The baby, the welcome baby picture.
Savannah is my daughter's name.
Huh? What's that?
Savannah
Shut
be
the
my daughter's
fuck
name.
up, D.
Right.
God
So the
damn.
one that's holding the frame, right? The holding the frame.
Yes,
and
that's her, Marcus. Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. This person right here is very light skinned. Very.
Are we back on this?
Yes, we are. Go ahead, Marcus.
I'm just
Welcome
saying.
back.
Go ahead, Marcus.
But wait, there's more.
Go ahead.
I just had to see it. Like this person I'm looking at right now.
Look. We didn't already went with the whole. We figured out what the preference is. We already been down that road. So, are you good now, Marcus? You seen the picture?
Yeah, I just want to know what she looked like. And she likes me.
Welcome back.
All right, we back on it. What's up? Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
This nigga. I'm not moving, but go ahead. Go off.
Hey.
Hey, I'm going through. I'm just trying to see if the lighting was bad on one of them pictures.
Everybody out there.
Marcus ain't shit.
Marcus around your girl.
Marcus ain't shit.
I'm just trying to see.
Shit.
And I see him on here with a light skinned baby. I mean,
That's my little brother. First off, chill.
I'm not. Listen. I ain't no disrespect.
Relax, dude.
Like, ain't no disrespect.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I have nothing against light skinned babies. I have nothing against them.
I'm not hostile. That's my little brother. He's half Mexican, half black. So yes, he's light as they come.
Just like your daughter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just
But he's not. Okay.
Yo.
I see
Shut up.
I see a pattern going here.
Damn it.
Hey, listen. All right, listen. We're gonna end this show with this, man, because we can talk about trades and stuff. If y'all want to talk about trades and NBA and stuff like that, we're gonna end this show like this.
I do, Brandon. I don't know why.
Because you're nervous. You're nervous.
Hey, hold on, wait, real quick, D, before we get started. Sabel, can I extend the olive branch?
Yes, let's squat.
y'all about to perform so icy? Yeah, let's get it.
Let's go to olive branch this time. This is the part.
We can do ebony and ivory together.
You know, perform so icy, y'all.
Like,
I ain't performing shit with you, Terrance.
Here we go.
I ain't performing shit with you, Terrance.
I'm trying to grow.
We can grow.
Who got the first verse? Let's get it.
Go ahead. What do you want to say, Terrance?
Get it out the way.
Real talk. Look, I did not mean to stir up any animosity between the two of us. Like I said, it was all just, on my end of it, it was all jokes and fun.
She your sister.
What's up?
She sis.
Listen, I have the utmost respect for Sabel. Like, it ain't no disrespect intended. Like, I'm not finna be weird about it. Be like, come on, sis. Like, nah, you have to.
Because you would stick a thumb in her butt if you could. That's the only time it's weird.
Why? Why?
Whoa.
Why? Why does this nigga always?
Whoa.
Yo, you drinking COVID bathwater, ain't you?
That shit might get weird. Whoa. COVID water.
Yeah, he drinking COVID water.
Who drinking COVID water out here?
Don't you agree?
Santana.
I just heard COVID water.
I get on both of y'all right now. Let me explain.
Santana, give him an NNA right now.
First of all, what I don't do is get on this platform and cap. Anytime a motherfucker said they not calling her sis, come on now, what that mean?
Keep it open for the future.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't fuck me, nigga.
And she says, "Oh no, just sorry, no, just sorry."
Okay, wait. Let Terrance say what he has to say.
The only reason, like I said, for me, all of a sudden to be like, from we going like this, all of a sudden, oh yeah, Sabel, that's my sis. She don't fuck with me like that for me to call her sis.
Why
Come on now.
Why? She don't have a problem with you. Why she don't fuck with you?
They just don't know each other like that, and I get that. They don't know each other like that.
Listen, me and Sabel, Sabel, and him met each other at the same time. Same time. We all had the.
Sabel had more relationship than me, so if you call her sister, it makes sense.
Fam, listen, I knew you better than I knew her. I didn't know her.
I didn't know that.
And I don't even know you.
I met her through you.
Right.
This all I'm saying is that.
Stop. I saw two people. You were making Instagram videos. What was the dance you was doing back then on the you was doing this little thing. What was the dance you was doing on the
fuck that one
he did a challenge. He was open to doing challenges. I was in Sacramento. I didn't know anybody in California, period. Let me explain this. We worked together. I saw this nigga on the podium. He was doing challenges. It was a little challenge, all the challenge. Any nigga that do the hashtag challenges is outgoing. So I saw personality. I saw a nigga that was willing to hustle and do what he do to get views and can talk and hold a conversation. So he was invited. I had never had a conversation with Sabel ever. I saw somebody that was also able to hold a conversation and could get male viewers and give a female perspective. Sabel, had I ever talked to you before then?
Nope.
Not a fucking word, my nigga. I had never said a word. You know the first conversations that we had? Group text with you, and you said, "Ooh, who that?"
There we go.
Fam, I really want to know. Fam, listen.
But look, D, you and Sabel relationship may be better than Terrance and Sabel, but I will say this.
But you know why though?
Oh shit.
You know why?
Tell us why, D. Tell us.
I will say this.
I'll tell you why.
You know why you
never not once. Listen to me. I'm on record. Listen, timestamp this shit. Not once. And
20129.
Not once. I never slid in her DMs. I never commented on shit. Anytime I ever said anything to her, I said, let's do a podcast. I never fucking flirted with her.
That's true.
I never said a fucking word to her.
It's true.
I can also say I've never slid in the DMs as well. But I will say this.
My wife watches. I can say it too. I say it loudly. Me neither.
Judging from what your current girlfriend looks like, Mr. Terrance, Sabel is Sabel's definitely your type. Like, there's no way she's not your type. Like, there's no way she's not. Like, she's definitely your type. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying you would go for it, but she is definitely 100% your type. Like, 100%.
Messy.
Yeah.
He's super messy.
No, we're not messy. I'm coming on here and we letting you know
that was a messy statement. Nigga, that was a messy statement. You know it.
This is why I asked you when I said your credibility was in question. When I asked you an hour ago, what fam? You are never gonna come on here and cap for me or a podcast or the viewers and sit back and say that if Sabel said, "Hey boo," you ain't going. You can say what you want to.
And now you found out that she's Latina as well. I mean, shit. The only thing that was holding you back was you thought she was all black. Now,
she absolutely makes the Xbox.
Anyway. Now you found out that's not true.
Okay, wait, y'all, you guys done ruined it. Terrance was trying to be nice and extend an olive branch and stop the beat.
No.
Waiting on y'all to perform. So let's go. Go back to the song.
We gonna Gucci and Jeezy this. We gonna Gucci and Jeezy this. We gonna Gucci and Jeezy it for one reason and one reason only. at the end of the day, I do factually believe that my man's up here was doing the playful banter. But I'm just saying, we're going to squash it. We're going to end it. We're going to have the business relationship. But I'm never going to lie. The fact of the matter is, shit, I can name some niggas in the comments that ain't going to slide in the DMs or whatever when it's done, or comment, or, you know, post or tag or whatever, where you killed yourself. And this is where I'm ending, and y'all can say what y'all want to say. You can say what you want to say, make amends, be in this, be done with. Where you killed yourself was, this is outside looking in. You tagged her and provoked her, G. Let's just admit it. You did it. Even if you were on her post, you did. You kind of
No, I did. Listen, and that's what I was getting at her. That's what me and her was talking about right quick. Because when I was tagging her in those posts and all that, it was like I said last time I was here. Sabel was one of the only women I've seen on social media who throws shit out. Literally, like with no regard. I'm talking about her post. Her post.
Zero fucks given.
Exactly. So by me tagging her with shit, I'm thinking in my mind, I'm like, oh shit, this is some person I could throw shots at, and I know it's gonna be back and forth. I'm not worried about.
So
stop, Santana.
Wait.
Go ahead.
So no. Let me clear this up, because maybe you don't understand. I 100% understand that this is playful banter. I 100% understand that you like to talk shit. But you keep having this energy of you don't seek me out to do so. And you do. And I'm going to say something, and I'm going to say something. I don't want you to take it the wrong way or anything. But I don't care enough to tag you in shit. But you somehow care enough to tag me in shit. And that was my only point with this. I have no beef with you. I have no problem with you. I personally love to talk shit. You see in the posts that I make. But what I'm saying is you can't come on here week after week and act like you not looking for me, and you tag me in shit that ain't got shit to, not on my own posts. I'm talking about you gonna tag me on other shit. Where's Sabel at? At Sabel Lanai. Oh, this some Sagittarius shit. Oh, at Sabel Lanai. Oh, this you, like, look, I just need you to admit that you're the one who initiates the bullshit. That's it. I don't mind the bullshit. I'm here for it all day. I got all the time in the world for the bullshit.
Yeah, but okay, let me just clarify it, because I had a misunderstanding. Because when you were saying seeking out, I thought you were meaning like I was seeking you out on a whole different level. So if you say, yeah, I be initiating shit, I be tagging you, and you never tag me.
I said that plenty of times.
But like I said, I misunderstood the way you were saying it. I thought you were referencing something else. That's why I was like, no. But if we're talking about me tagging you and shit on random days, and you like ignoring, just enjoying the beautiful day, oh yeah, I definitely do that. And the only reason I do it is because I already know you gonna throw some shit back that's gonna have me like, oh shit, let me rethink before I send her how she gonna come at me. That's the only reason. I was never doing it on some let me try to get at her type shit. Like, let me, it was never like that.
But she is your type though, bro. I will say that.
Marcus, if you don't leave that shit on.
Mark, I just can't let no man lie straight to my face like that and be like, I cannot allow that to happen. I feel like
Marcus, we was on a whole
I feel like you and I have a good relationship. I feel like only growing from here.
We're gonna go.
I just not allow you to lie straight to me like that. I won't allow that. Not to the American people that's watching.
Marcus, we distant cousins. So
I'm just saying. So when I look at all the stuff you told me, and I look at the evidence that I see in front of my face, there is no way that she is not your type. Now, especially because you just found out she wasn't all black. Now she definitely jumped into the whole situation. Because that was the only thing holding you back. That was it. That was all.
Hey, Chuck said, "Nigga, black ass lie." Here's the thing. Nigga, black ass lie. Listen, this is what we're saying, and we're gonna end it. I'm done with this. I'm definitely naming this.
Marshall, go to hell.
Hey, Marcus, go ahead.
Hey, respectfully.
I'm naming this shit something along the lines of you, bro. I'm not calling you them little aliases that you be naming yourself, but you're definitely getting titled this conversation. What we're saying is you look like and you come off as the kid that pokes the girl in the back of the head and kicks the back of her chair, G, in grade school. That's all we saying. If listen, as a grown man, You gotta admit it. That's all we're saying.
I'm gonna tell you, like I already admitted. I already 110% admitted it.
Now we're on the clock. We over 2 hours, and we talked about pretty much everything except trades and everything else. We'll save it and so on and so forth for the next episode. Anything you're on the clock, my nigga. This is your time to tell to the Facebook public that's looking at you crazy right now. Nigga called you a black ass lie, my G. Nigga called you a black ass lie. So
yeah, go out on top, man. Talk your shit, bro.
Yeah, talk. You on top. This is your turn. This is
hey. It ain't gonna happen again. This is your time to shine.
This is gonna determine where you go from here, my G.
Where I go from here is I'm about to go in there.
The box, nigga. You're in the box.
I'm about to go rub my girl's feet, make sure her pillows are fluff. At the end of the day, all y'all niggas, fuck you, Marcus. Santana, I love you, Santana. Sable, Olive Branch. Listen, we good.
We good.
All right. It was never no
ill will. Like light-skinned women, by the way.
I know he don't like light-skinned women, but that's okay.
I'm
gonna represent for all the light-skinned women, and I'm gonna keep him in his emotions and in his feelings. There's an olive branch, ain't no beef, but I'm gonna continue fucking with you.
Terrance, you get one job, my nigga.
When the test is determined, that was a lie.
You had one job.
That was a lie.
Listen, what was my job, D? I already said what I wanted to say, which is fuck you and Marcus. Both of y'all. That's what I wanted to say.
Spicy.
Whoa.
That's what I wanted to say.
Why you being emotional? Why you being emotional?
Spicy.
You still hurt from that Sagittarius?
Oh.
That chick that broke your heart?
Dude, let that man live. Go fluff them pillows. Go fluff them pillows.
Fam.
God damn.
He only telling you what you said.
Listen. Hold on. First off, because she said it. I've said it. I didn't hide it. I even said it on yesterday's episode. You know, I already admitted. Only reason I am the way I am now is because of what happened.
Because you got some hurt.
It changed me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shit.
Was she light skinned?
God damn. Okay, yeah. She
light skinned. I knew it.
And she was a Sagittarius.
You got hurt by a light-skinned Sagittarius. So I trigger you because I'm light-skinned and I'm a Sagittarius.
You trigger him. Now for what you
let's get to the bottom of it.
You do it. Yes, you do it.
Pause. Let's get to the bottom of it. Closure.
We done found some shit out. Come on, Terrance, what's wrong? This is a safe space. It's a safe space.
Is it a safe space? I feel like Mark is going run with that shit.
I don't think he's gonna get no safer, bro.
Mark ain't told a lie yet.
Mark's gonna fuck it up. All right,
look, I know she triggers you, Joe, but it ain't for nothing bad. Let me tell you that, boy.
Look, Marcus ain't shit. Marcus ain't shit.
I didn't do it. I mean, you like what you like. That's not my fault. I don't. You know, you mad at me. I don't understand. I don't understand.
Okay, help you understand. What do you need help? You said help you understand?
He wants to know when you see Sabel, what are your thoughts?
No. See, no.
Demon.
You
light-skinned demon.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm be real. Because I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson.
Be real.
I learned my lesson.
I don't see anything.
Viewers, what do you see when you see Sabel? We want to know. Chime in. Drop your comments below. If you're a male, I already know. Don't fucking cap on my show. Don't cap, because right now, if your thoughts are the same as Mr. Blacker than Black over here, I know you're lying. So
look at your raccoon and eye face ass nigga. You listen. What you not gonna do?
Raccoon eyes, but I ain't no goddamn rat, nigga.
All right, look at your ferret in the face. What you want to do?
I ain't no fucking coon, nigga.
I know. Sable. Based off of last week's show, real quick. It was a DM still popping all week.
My DMs are still popping.
Chronicle still off.
Still popping.
Okay.
Still popping.
Okay. How many you get this week?
I don't know. I haven't paid attention.
Read us some of your DMs. Let's hit.
No, I'm not. No, I'm saving that. No, I'm saving that.
Yeah,
I'm saving that.
All right, so say
that should be the end of every episode.
So tell us how many unsent messages, how many blocked callers.
Oh, well, I got some. Like, I think I had like 6 unsent messages from one guy.
So when you get a message, Joe, do you immediately go to the dude's page to figure out, all right, if I'm gonna highlight this dude or not? Like, is that how it works?
So currently, no, because I'm not interested. But if I was single, and I was
that's how you answer that, Terrance. That's how you answer that. Go ahead, say.
If I was
Mar, what up?
If I was single, right, and a guy slid in my DMs, I'm going to his page, 100%. Going to his page.
What are you looking for?
How does he look? Where does he work? Well, first, does he work? Where does he work?
You in good
and
shape,
the type of shit that he posts.
You in good shape right now, Terrance?
Dwight, shut up.
My bad.
Terrance is not in good shape. He's not. Terrance is in the negative with me if it ever came down to a situation like that. And that's no offense. That's no offense to Terrance. Like, don't take it like that. But
mad overdraft fees.
One thing that everyone seems to forget is that I'm not even trying to dip my toe. So when they say these hypothetical things,
NSF's across
I'm
the board.
I'm not even trying to be in the running.
But see how Terrance answered that, Terrance? Like, she said, listen, I'm in a relationship, so no. But if I wasn't, see,
Marcus, we're not talking about that. We didn't move past that. We're talking about the statement he just made.
But every time somebody asks you a question, you be like, no, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm gonna keep it. No, nigga, don't keep it real. Like, no, my girl's at home. That's all I care about.
Hey,
that's it. I'm fucking.
But here's my thing. Hold on. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why I don't say
Terrance, pop your shit. That's what we
waiting
on.
Why I don't do that? Because my thing, I don't have to come on social media, podcasts, whatever it may be, Instagram, and validate my stance with my girl. My girl knows who I am. She knows how I treat her. She knows where I'm at. So if I'm on here, I can have a conversation.
That's where you get the name from.
Who knows? 110%. I'm loyal to her. I'm down for her. Whatever she needs, I'm that guy. I don't have to be like, oh, well, because she knows I'm speaking.
She know what up.
My thing is, whatever everybody else thinks of me, it's going to affect how I live my relationship. I don't necessarily do it like that. So for everybody in the comments, understand, I can come on here, y'all could bash me, they could talk their shit in the comments. Sabel for sure.
So real quick, just to go along with Marcus's point, right? Is the reason, and I get what you're saying, Terrance, 100%. If you and your girl know what it is, that's all that matters. It's you two. Who gives a fuck? But if you are trying to have a public platform, right? You want to start your own podcast. You're on a podcast right now. You got to be careful how you say shit. Because when the question was posed to you, if you would come at me, it wasn't, I got a girl. Fuck that. D, stop. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. Wait.
Hold on, hold on. Let me finish. Okay.
You cut out.
So,
start over.
Okay. So look, what I'm saying is the way you say things kind of sounds like you don't have a girl. That's not saying that there's issues in your relationship, but the way you say shit, it's not with the I got a girl first. And if you're trying to do things publicly,
what we saying is no man on here, Marcus, Santana, none of the guys in the comic could come on here and have a woman say we slid in her DMs and it'd be all right when we get home.
None.
I'm fucking with you trying for shit like that live. With her right behind me.
Yeah, no, nigga, we getting stabbed in the fucking neck.
Yeah, that'd be my last episode.
Coming on here.
That'd be my last fucking anything I ever fucking did.
You volunteered to come on here with that pretty motherfucker.
And hold on, D. Hold on, D. Sabel, that message. What year was that?
Hold on, let's be clear.
Matter, nigga.
No.
No. First thing a woman gonna say is, nigga, you talking to her? You tried to holler at her. First thing a woman thinks is she turned you down. That's all a woman sees. She turned you down. That's all a woman sees, G. Fuck what you talk about and how you displayed in what year. All a woman sees is, she turned you down and you here with me. That's all a woman sees, G. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm telling you the facts right now, G. There's no way you get out of this and you come on here and have 2 episodes with a woman that's basically saying, fuck out my face, and you go home to your girl and your girl is like, oh, let me suck your dick.
She's going to be like, I know you went in her DMs because she your type. She's going to be like, I know you went in your DMs because she your type.
Damn, you package at the end of the night.
Yeah, she light skinned and she ain't black, so I know that's the type of girls you talk to. That's
she light skinned and she ain't black.
Right now, right now.
Oh my god!
I'm done after this. The biggest asset that you got going for you right now is you a platform openly discussing and arguing with a female and claim to go home to a woman at the end of the night, fam. It never happens. That's the biggest thing you got going for you. The only thing
you the man, fam.
Damn, you the fucking nigga right now, dog.
Let me do that right now.
I'm just telling you.
I'll tell you what.
Episode 23 be the last y'all see the Loon.
Going home to a woman after all the shit that you done popped off on this show and all the shit that you done let go and all the shit say when I talked about you and you Gucci, nigga, I need to know how. What the fuck are you doing? I need to know. It ain't a fucking live.
He said, read his name, nigga. Read his name, god damn it.
No. Hey, come here.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah.
Nigga, don't put your hands back on my motherfucking power.
No. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. We doing this. We gonna do this.
Oh, wow. This gets better.
It just
gets better.
Bring her on. I got to.
Go out on top. Hey, if this shit ring off, he the man, yo. If you get on here like, yeah, I knew.
We ain't going nowhere.
He the man, man.
Listen, if you don't get on here, that's the second time you the captain. We don't believe you got to
go nowhere.
She better get on here.
Oh my god.
Here we go.
No, come, you ain't got to hear you in the mic.
I hear somebody.
I hear somebody.
Oh shit.
You good?
I hear somebody.
So these.
No. Sit her down. Give her
Orlando, why read that in the Joe Biden voice?
Yo, same.
Light skin and she ain't black.
They know you're friends already. You can come here.
Yes. Tell her. We're
Okay,
not
here. Ask your question.
No, I'm not.
We don't see anybody on this screen.
You're not gonna hear.
You gotta stay on the screen. Like you going off screen. Like,
Fam, I got a question. Question. All right. No. Put the headphones on. Shut the fuck up.
Hey. Camera.
Wait. Introduce your girl. Introduce your girl.
Properly introduction.
How you doing? Friend of the show.
This is Trina. This is my girlfriend Trina.
Hi, Trina.
Papa Trina.
Hi.
She is a fully aware of the podcast.
Hey, Sam,
get up. The last episode.
We heard you talk. I don't want you to talk no more. Get up. Put her in the seat.
Yeah, headphones and mic for her.
You up from now. I'm here. Oh my God, I am here for this, Marcus. You get ready. Baby mama, sit down.
She don't want to sit down. She don't want to sit down, but she's right here. She can hear you.
All right.
Ask your question.
All right. Listen. Tell her to lean on your shoulder.
Lean on my shoulder.
And fix your camera. Fix your camera.
Right here.
Hey, the fuck wrong with you?
How do you put up with him?
Please tell us.
Is there a cheat code?
Slowly. Patience, understanding, I guess. Patience.
How do you feel about the name Dr. Stallion? Seriously. Did you give him that name?
That's your name?
They said I don't have. They said
That's my son.
Oh yeah.
Listen. Stop.
Go ahead. Answer. How do you feel about
Hey, AT, forget it. Listen, I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna put this out there. Baby mama, future wifey, you a real one. Cause this nigga, hey, I'm giving you your fucking applause right now. This nigga is the wildest, and you got to be the strongest motherfucking woman in the planet to deal with this ugly motherfucker right here. Either that, or, and I ain't gonna get into it, it's nasty, but congratulations. Welcome.
Yes.
I came in
We
here.
appreciate the content.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh yeah. Well, you weren't real in their eyes.
You are absolutely a fucking legend on this show, and to all the fucking viewers out there and everybody watching, because we didn't think you fucking exist. Yes.
Well, I'm here.
Now listen, I want to also say, if you decide to stab this nigga in the neck tonight, we got your alibi.
I said I oldest man. Nigga, wait, what?
Fuck you, nigga. Ain't no sense of ruining her life over the shit you be doing. You wild, nigga. You ain't shit.
Oh, wow, I can't wait to hear this podcast.
Yeah, we got your alibi. Don't worry about it.
They gotta listen.
Can't wait to hear this one.
Oh, let him tell it. You already heard it. All right. Well, listen.
Nah, she didn't hear this one. She heard the last one. She didn't hear this one.
Well, listen. You a big topic on here, and yeah, like I said, if you need an alibi, hit us up. We got you. Don't even worry about it. Hey, Terrance, if you get buried, my nigga, fuck it. She disturbed all alibis, my nigga. You are wild.
Oh my god.
Hey, you stupid.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I give props when props due. She real. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to both of y'all, for real. Jokes is jokes. Podcast is podcast. Entertainment is entertainment. But real life situations, and I ain't here to be messy the rest of that. But yeah, I'm glad she came on. Glad you invited her on. You need to check yourself, and I really do stand by everything I said. She get alibi, nigga. You a fuck. Hey, I've known you for a long time, but she got my alibi over you, my nigga. You dead.
Marcus, are you content, nigga?
Ooh,
because you been quiet.
Listen, I stand by what I stand by. You know about your type. That's all I'm standing by. I stand by what I stand by. That's it.
Hey, what's the baby name? Dwight?
Savannah.
This nigga said Dwight.
Sable, is you named after Sable? All right, listen. No. I'm going.
Bro, you this nigga.
I'm out of here. I just seen this SA and I thought maybe, like,
yeah, go somewhere, nigga.
You going straight to hell. Straight to hell.
That nigga, Marcus. That nigga, Marcus ain't saying nothing but the truth. G,
well, what is wrong with you and Marcus?
He mad at me.
Hey, so let me.
He started lying to me, and I didn't accept it.
This sound like another episode right here.
I didn't accept it. You try to tell me. You try to tell me he didn't like light-skinned women.
This sound like episode 24.
That he indeed likes light-skinned non-black women. That he indeed.
Nigga took the rag off.
Oh, you got your waves dipping? That's what you're trying to do?
Yeah, put him in the camera.
Go ahead, take it. Go ahead. You can take your cap off. Go ahead.
Oh,
you got Hispanic waves, nigga. You got Hispanic waves.
You got to put that Murray's back in there.
Product.
Murray's.
What you say?
Her product.
Hey, go get that pink.
Nigga, what you mean?
Hot beeswax.
Well, listen, for real. We back on this. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Sable got a whole podcast coming with Inbox Chronicles.
I'm waiting on, yo. We got to get that
Inbox Chronicles
now. Sable, let's go.
Let me explain.
I got it.
Sable's producing it. If I'm not mistaken, Marcus has to be there because Marcus tends to be the voice of reason, and Marcus is absolutely. It's going to be a bunch of women on this. Sable producing women, and Marcus.
I could be the host.
Marcus is absolutely in the middle of that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm only giving preference for everybody out there. Nigga, forehead shiny than the motherfucker. Anyway, I'm only giving preference because Marcus is gonna be there because he tends to give the tough questions, and this Sable is producing, and Marcus is there, and I'm interested in a lot of things because I feel as though you need to be warned that I feel like some of your tendencies may be brought up, so we ain't done here. That's all I'm saying. With that being said, anybody got anything else they want to say?
Go to hell, D. Marcus, you go with him.
Yeah, whatever.
Go to hell. How you gonna tell me? How you gonna come on?
So we didn't grow at all in this episode.
No growth.
We didn't talk about all types of growth.
As far as me and you grow, we grown.
Still
I'm grown.
beef. Pause.
Hold on. So you got beef with me and Marcus? Pause. You got beef with me and Marcus?
Nah, you are nah.
Nigga, don't backtrack now, cause nigga, we
just told him to go to hell.
Yeah, you
told him to go to hell.
After that stunt you just pulled.
Me? What? Me?
I just asked the question. That's all.
Fam, hold on. You started this shit off sending shots. You ended this sending shot. What did I do? What did I did?
What's the baby's name, D?
Savannah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said something else earlier.
I just asked you if it was named after your fantasy of Sabel.
Oh, yeah, we got a whole nother episode to go. That's all like a new episode.
Hold on.
Savannah Lanai is the baby.
Terrance, you come in knowing all the vibes.
I'm not mad about it. I know
It's got a nice ring to it. It's got a nice ring.
Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't shit.
Listen, I'm not.
It's got a nice ring to it.
This is like
wow, Marcus. Wow. Okay, wait, Terrance.
I'm about to get the fuck off.
You come to this podcast every time you know the vibes. You walk into this shit.
Fam, you sending shots at us again. Ain't nobody. You're doing
I'm not mad at nobody. It's all jokes. It's all love.
You saying that, but I'll fuck you up, nigga.
All right, now, nigga. Listen.
I don't give a fuck if you is from Richmond, nigga.
Oh, you're from Richmond?
Oh shit, she got more shots.
Problem?
Hey, yeah.
Oh shit.
So much.
Never gonna end, bro.
Listen.
Terrance, you might as well pop your shit aside.
Are you from Richmond or are you from Pinole?
Nah, fuck no. Never lived there a day in my life.
How long did you live in Richmond?
18 years. South 21st.
You a gang member? You a gangbanger?
No.
Ever shot somebody?
Nigga, wait, what? You asked me that on the podcast?
Yeah, nigga, you tell everything else. Don't get shot now, nigga.
Listen, it ain't about shy, niggas. Nigga, no, I ain't never shot nobody.
Dinero 6'9", nigga. I'm snitching.
Wow.
I've never shot
nobody.
nobody.
I'll call you Vlad, but
Vlad, there you go.
Vlad.
All I'm saying is, nigga, don't ever in your life come on my podcast and tell me fuck me, nigga. Like fuck.
But that's the energy. That's the energy I had for you at that moment.
So if I come
and you still have it.
And
what are you talking about?
Right.
What is you talking about? You said go to hell. DM Marcus. Go to hell.
Hey,
I did. That's how I felt at that moment.
I'm on my Jeezy right now. I don't have to respond. I'm growing.
Oh, he took high road on.
I'm growing.
Oh my shit. All right.
That's all he said. Listen, all love, appreciate you. I'm glad we got all this content. We did not plan this, fam. You all wild. Let's end it. My nigga, hey, when we get off, don't tag her and shit.
Clearly. All the tagging is done.
No, you ain't gangster if you don't, dog.
Yeah,
you gonna look different than me if you don't tag her immediately after this shit. Go the fuck off the air. You about to tag her immediately.
Hey,
like now what?
Hey, you ain't Gucci.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Hey,
you trying to see if I'm gonna be Gucci or not, right? You trying to see if I'm gonna still have that same energy?
Hey, you gotta tag her some shit right now on the air.
Look, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be done. Terrance can tag me in whatever he wants to tag me in. Just be ready for the energy I give back, and then don't cry about it.
That's all she's saying. But at least now we know that it's all, you know.
But okay, you saying now, was it not before?
It was. But my point is that there was a miscommunication off of what something she said in regards to it on my part, not hers, on my part. She said something and I mistook it. That's why I kept saying, no, I don't do this, I don't do that. But when in reality, the way she was saying it, the things I were doing were true.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We're good.
Catch y'all next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Yeah, so we need another episode.
Change your name, nigga.
Pre-game ritual, although there's nothing usual.
All the time, CJ. I don't trust D.
You don't trust me? I don't know what the fuck just happened, bro. Terrance, what the fuck, bro?
Nigga, you brought me, nigga. You asked a straight up question on the podcast that should not have been asked.
Did you shoot somebody?
Yes.
Ask me.
You were in the military. I know you shot somebody.
Damn, that ain't worse than what I said. Yo, I can't. That ain't worse. You telling you I killed some niggas? Yo, get the fuck out of here.
I'm not in the. I don't have a military background. I have.